man I met in the restroom.
What's up, guys? I'm Jessie Jane, and you're watching the Monday Midsole.
Shout out to the Monday Midsole, man. It's your boy CJ So checking in from Sneaker Con Chicago. I know you can't hear me, man, but it's still lit, man. So shout out to them. Subscribe if you haven't already.
In the face!
Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to another Monday Midsole. I'm Buck, and I came here to fuck shit up. Your co-host, Buckeye City Soul, a.k.a. Kev, and I'm going to go ahead and pass it to Daniel.
Hey, what's up? I'm one-legged listener. Your one-legged friend. Maybe your only one-legged friend. And let's talk about some stuffs, man. Let's do it. Pass it. Pew. The ugly one with the buffalo hat on.
Man, our guest ain't got no buffalo hat on.
You bitch!
Oh, okay. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Mo, a.k.a. No More Grills. And we're going to switch it up a little bit tonight. Buck's going to take the night off, and I'm going to run the interview segment, and we're going to kick it over to our special guest, Mike, the Campout. What's going on, man?
Yo, what up? What's going on? I'm Mikey Deb, Campout. You already know. Chilling. Chilling this little room we got here.
I'm about to say it looked like shit. You got claustrophobia over there. You got boxes and boxes over there. Hell, shit.
Right. If anything falls down, I'm done. So we'll just leave it there.
No, don't let that happen, man. Because if so, we're gonna have to post that video on our story. So let's.
That's why I got these. So we're gonna worry about that tumble effect. You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
I gotta worry about it.
I'm about to say Buck got he got to get on them front drops. But anyway,
man, I'm ghetto, man.
That's all good. I mean, you got all them kicks. It don't matter. So, all right, man. So we're gonna like Kev always says, we're gonna kick it off with the softball. And what's the shoe that got you into collecting?
Ooh, Nike. Oh wait, who you talking? Me? We doing me first, or who we doing?
Oh yeah, that's all you,
all
man.
Right.
This interview. That's all you.
So checking it out. I think it was Nike Cortez was probably the shoe that got me into I need a lot of colors of these. That was the first shoe that I was like, yo, I need to go get that in as many colors as I can.
So how many colors did you wind up getting?
At the time, I was 13, so 2. It was 2 pairs, VIM, on the special. It was like $60 for the 2 pairs. Thought I was a man.
What are we looking at now? What's that number, if you can guess?
Oh, let's...
oh, boy.
In here, I got like 350.
350. I'm talking about Cortez. No. I'm talking about the Cortez. I don't ask nobody how many pairs they got.
I have 1 pair of Cortez in my storage that I wouldn't even wear again.
Really? So that's the shoe that kicked it off, and you got 1 pair.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna leave that alone. What you thinking about Kendrick Lamar with coming over to Nike and the Cortez? What's your thoughts on that?
Negative. That is a classic shoe. Does not need to be changed in any iteration. You can leave that white on black with any color swoosh you want to do, and I'm good with it.
So you
Kendrick,
nice and simple, not at that extra shit. Okay, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. So let's
20 seconds. Give me 20 seconds. I gotta grab something real quick.
Go for it. As long as you ain't taking a shit, you good.
Nah.
Don't nobody go in the bathroom for 45 minutes. Speaking of bathroom,
what you trying to say?
Did you get your situation taken care of?
Man, hell no.
People in the house.
What up, chat? What up, chat?
I love how professional we are.
Are we?
Mid-interview. All right, hold up, y'all. I gotta go.
Hey man,
out.
It's a relaxed
relaxed environment. At least he's not cooking dinner while he's giving interview.
Oh yeah, we have had Chef Boyar.
God damn it!
I just threw it out there. We leave it at that.
Somebody shout out the chat.
Yeah,
chat. What up, chat?
Oh,
I am.
I see Q. I see Pino. Unfortunately, Dre. I see Danny. I see Ben.
Flashy Flash.
Kick the Habit, Shelly.
Steph Schmitty in the house. Kick the Habit, Dre, Danny, Ben, Soul Game.
John,
Lottie, motherfucking Dottie.
Mo, Larry, Curly.
Whole goddamn army waiting on the other mic.
Soulmate's getting every shoe that comes out.
You good, Mike?
You got the rigatoni?
Yeah, exactly. I made a little food delivery and timed a little off. You know what I'm saying?
Once he came back, like, woof, wiping his forehead like he just did one of those, was it Friday?
On the second floor, dog. I was like, yeah.
Oh, I got you. No, you good.
Stroke out.
And he called like 9 times while we were talking. I was like, I just kept ending his shit. So he was like, "What's up, man?" I was like, "Oh, sorry about that, buddy."
Where's my food at?
Yeah. Fuck. Okay, we're back.
So let's get into the breakdown. What who's really the brains behind the operation? How'd that come about?
So I used to shoot a show called United Souls a while ago. KB was on it. She spoke about it last week.
Right.
And we had like part ways, and I was already trying to do another show, which was the breakdown. I was like, well, I feel like I like doing this shit. I like shooting it. It's fun for me. I like getting the content. I like giving something to people to watch. So I was like, I started shooting it by myself. And then I brought in the dude with the beard, Tone of my voice, shout out, even though he's probably not here. And then as of late, we got KB involved. I mean, like, she's just easy to get on the show. Easy. She's just easy.
Let's not talk about her while she's not here.
Get it in now before she joins the chat. But anyway. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think we're safe. I don't see her in there.
All right, cool. Go ahead. How'd you?
Good.
No, go ahead. Keep going.
So basically, what it is just a breakdown of what's going on this week. Like talk a little bit of shit, a little bit of what's going on. I try to make it as short as possible, but that never happens. So
no, it's like about what 20, 25, 30 minutes, something like that.
Yeah, it used to be like close to 40, and I was like, nah, we can't be doing this because I don't even like editing that much.
Okay, gotcha. Okay,
so you watch it, all this extra shit. Yeah, trim that shit down, cut the fat out, because nobody really cares about the shoes after they see the pictures anyway. It's like, yeah, all right, what are you guys talking about today? So.
It's like I just want to look at y'all. How did you figure out? How did it come about bringing on Tone and KB? How did you determine those are the two people that you felt you could vibe with to do the show?
Honestly, I've known KB the longest, but Tone from like campouts and stuff like that. And we always had like a good rapport, I guess you could say, like shooting the shit with each other, cracking jokes on each other. So it just seemed only natural to have him come on. But it was also like a guest thing. I was like, oh, you want to come on and be a guest? The motherfucker never left. I was like, all right, cool. Guess we're doing this now.
Don't I know about that? Well, actually, no, they brought me on as a guest, but then they said, we don't want to bring you back. And then they felt compelled, they needed to add some beauty. But
yeah, people enjoy him. They like it's like you give them different perspectives. So there's mine, there's Tones, and then you got KB. Everybody loves to stare at KB, but she's OG as fuck. So
wait, isolate that.
Split it up. What So I think Kev asked this last week, but I'm gonna get your perspective because your co-host over there did a great bang up job. What's the vision? What's the vision that you have for the breakdowns? There's something bigger that you're looking to do with it? Is it, you just want to keep it as is, or is it a bigger end goal? And if so, is it something you care to share or kind of keep under wraps?
Oh yeah, well, basically, like what I originally, before I even started shooting United Souls, I had a plan for a show, which is how United Souls kind of came about. Speaking of people, or the other person, Paulie, and he was like, yo, I want to do one too, and we kind of just went with the United Souls thing. But I got this marble notebook with about like 6 pages of a series that I want to see. So, you know what I'm saying?
I might have to talk to you offline. I got something that I was thinking too that ain't getting done.
Keep it a buck. Keep it a buck.
I got
yeah, offline. We can talk about that all day.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna hit you up offline. I got something that I had a plan on. But anyway, so between the three on the show, who you think has the best sense of style?
Probably KB.
Really?
Yeah. I'd have to say KB.
Yeah. I like that because I know I don't, and I would have flat out lied and said it was me. But
KB's style is she's on point with it. Like Tone can't dress for shit, so that's pretty much out. He wears shorts with t-shirts. He's more worried about the aesthetic of his beard than he is his overall fit. You know what I'm saying? And me, like I wear the same shit all the time. It's like t-shirt, denim, and sneakers. That's like my whole thing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, that's
for her. She'll switch mad shit up. Crew, hoodie, tee, color, whatever.
Nah, yeah. I don't care. Half my shit don't even match. I don't even care, so it's all good.
Yeah,
but
very uniform shit.
Is there a particular shoe brand that you kind of lean more towards? We're pretty, us on the panel, we're pretty Jordan heavy over here, but is there one that
Asics all day. This whole right side or your left is all Asics. Like there's like 160 Asics in here right now. Wow. I mean, I got Nike on this side, but definitely more of a Asics, New Balance, fucking New Balance shit. New Balance is my joint too. Just comfort.
I was gonna say, is it more for the comfort or is it the style in particular that you kind of go for?
How old are you?
Oh, I'm 34. 30, probably 35 this year.
21.
I forget, yo.
I feel like New Balance is an old man shoe. I'm just.
let me see if I got
hating. I'm just being a dick. I mean, I'm not saying they're not dope, and I get the ice cream looking thing, but like, you know, I'm fat. I'm gonna relate something to food. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Fantasy did a Nike. Fantasy did a Nike in this colorway too. The piano joints, I think they were the Air Max 1.
Yeah,
I mean, honestly, like it's just more for comfort.
I tried it. I bought some Asics. I bought some Sauconys. I bought some New Balance. I bought all those fucking Euro. Like, bought one of each Euro runner in attempts to try to figure out what the fuck. And I even bought like 3 of the Asics ones, the split tongue, the Gel Light 3, Gel Light 5. You know, just so I could get like, and there was another one that I got, so I could get a good, you know.
Yeah. You want to know what it is.
And I hate them. I fucking hate them.
Well, comfort-wise or shape-wise, like there's got to be a reason why you hate them.
Right.
Well, one, they look great on my fake leg. You ever see a motherfucker when the whole side of his shoe just looked like it falling down, like he got a flat tire? Mm-hmm. Like my right foot is wide, right? So the whole thing, it just looks like I'm. Yeah, there's a particular shooter on Instagram, and just the whole instep, the whole like medial side of the shoe, it's just falling over. And this motherfucker must wear Prime Knit all the time.
Let me
like,
try
has
to call
to.
him.
Who is this? And I hate you for showing that
Okay,
damn shoe, by the way.
All right, bye.
I'm just putting that out there.
I didn't even think about it. I just grabbed it.
It's all good. I hate you, but I
was
it.
just throwing it out there.
So
you know.
So do you guys? So Mike, do you guys aside from the show, you guys kind of chill out outside the show? I mean, it's kind of nice. You guys are. It'd be nice if me and Daniel and you know Molly and Marcus and Kev all live close, you know, so we can hang out. You know, the best we can do is sneaker events. But do you guys outside of filming the breakdown, you guys ever get up to just kind of hang out?
Yeah. So like once I started like a group chat through like Instagram, and then I switched it over to WhatsApp. So there's probably 25 to like 30 people. I got another one on Instagram I just started. And what happens is like if you're from New York or like you're gonna be in the area, like you'll let me know. And I try to plan like a sneaker day out. Like it gets warmer here now, it's a little bit warmer. So there's a smorgasbord kind of deal in Brooklyn. So basically every Saturday and Sunday they do like this whole like convention deal with a whole bunch of vendors with food and beer and whatever. So like I'll try and schedule something for everybody to meet up. Sometimes it's 10, sometimes it's 20. But like me, Tone, like once in a while KB will pop through, but it's like a whole bunch of dudes, so it's whatever.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, that's cool, man. I mean, I wish we were all closer, you know, but we do our best. I mean, we talk every day. I mean, it's not the same, but
group chat is life.
Right, exactly. It is what it is. We all got busy schedules, so
I don't want to be anywhere near you.
Lies.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna give you a big hug next time I see you.
Don't fucking touch me.
Not the church butt out one either. Pelvis to pelvis, but wow. So let's jump. Let's jump into what I'm trying to hear. Right. What's going on with the app? Let break down to everybody the app, the name, and then let's get into that.
Okay, so if you probably don't know like a little bit about my background. So I used to do high-rise construction. I got hurt on my job, and then I got back into like lining up for shoes again, probably like 5 years ago, like hardcore, being like, okay, I could be out here. I got time for this. Let's do it. And I got back in just as like the runner resale was hitting like its pinnacle. So like anything Ronnie dropped was high, and it was just resellers everywhere. And like I'm a little bit older, so like I wasn't down with getting boxed out of a line I've been waiting in line for. You know what I'm saying? Right. So like I got this reputation of being like, yo, just let him do his thing, and then I wouldn't let them fuck with the little kids. And then they're like, yo, what are you doing? I started doing lists, and then so on and so forth. And the progression just kind of followed through with a lot of New York stores. Like it was a little shaky at first. They don't know who to trust. Like you could be a reseller, you could be whatever, but I'm very solid in my morals. So I don't even let my friends skip lines if I'm doing a line. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, I'll let you know what time I'm getting there, and if you're ahead of people, that's where you're at. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just like my code. Like if I was to let you skip, nobody's gonna believe me or trust me when I do a line. So I did that, or I still do that actually. Like I do raffle pickups, I do first come first serves depending on what the situation is. I work a lot with Kith in doing like their Soho store and the Brooklyn store. And then like they started calling me Campout because I would spend 3 days camp out for a pair of shoes, and I would never let anybody cut. And if people were coming through, I'd be like, "Oh, there's roll calls. You got to be here. If you're not here, you're getting dubbed." So, and then like 2.5 years ago, I started working on the app because I was like, "There's got to be a better way to do this, especially for first come first serve." Like, there's no reason the way like the culture or the community is progressing. There's no need for an all night first come first serve, especially the way the kids act. You know what I'm saying? Like years ago, like we had respect for each other. You know, we bullshit. We go to a bar for a little bit. We come back. Everybody's here. It's like camaraderie. Now it's like, yo, I'm trying to get this money from 34th Street, from 14th Street, from the Lower East Side and Brooklyn. So like they're trying to drive around, go to mad places. And I was like, yeah, nah. So we'll do roll calls. I'll let you guys dip. If you don't come back, you don't come back. That's on you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So the app more or less is that for stores. So sometimes you got big stores. Sometimes you have small stores. Whatever the situation is, sometimes they don't know how to gauge what kind of crowd is going to be there. If it's going to be a small crowd, if it's going to be a big crowd, is the flip going to change from last night to today where nobody cared a fuck or whatever happened and all of a sudden they saw StockX and it was worth 250 more? Boom, they're there. They're there in crowds. So the app is very simplistic. You go on, you create an account. If you have iOS, obviously 10 times easier. You make your little login. You get a 2D code for every event. So you're a store, I'm a store, you make an event, or you contact me, I make an event for you. You then can follow the event and get notifications specifically made by the store. So if the store wants to tell you it's a first come, first serve, guys line up at 10, they open up at 10:29, sold out, they can notify you while you're standing in line instead of being like, oh, I'm going to get in the store and find out they don't have my size. All your information's there also as far as like, there's a little picture of you, so I don't have to fucking be like, Jonathan Cincinnati, whatever the fuck your name is, like I gotta find you on the list. I can be like, oh, that's you. You can also send personal notifications to that person. So say you're acting up in line, instead of you walking over and be like, yo, dog, shake your shit up, and you feeling a type of way and you want to get combative with me, I just send you a notification like, yo, get in line. So it's real low key, it's real quiet. Like everything is like very personalized about it for the store to run a first come, first serve or a raffle. You get to your store, there's 300 people, everybody scan in. You all scan in, you're all good. And if you have Android, like you can make an account. I just have to put your name in without the 2D code. So I try to like make it for everybody. Hit randomize, and then you can get everybody in line and keep 20 people in front of your store instead of 300 lined up. Notify them in a group like, hey, numbers 1 through 20 after you've been raffled or whatever it is. Or even if it's first come, first serve, numbers 1 through 20 stand in front of the store. Everybody else go do what you got to do. We'll notify you when it's time for 21 through 40. So it kind of keeps everything calm, cool, and collected too. So nice. Approach everything. So you had to work with. Did you have to work with? And are you still working with different stores to try and get them added onto the app? I guess per se. So in theory, like I really just got done with the app maybe a month ago, and it's not really done yet. It's still like beta testing right now. So I don't want it to be like an open thing. I'm kind of working on something right now, and they want it to be more open. And I was like, that's stupid. Like the whole point of having them register at your store, not with a purchase, but just to register your store, is to make it so that you know they're going to come pick up the shoe. You know that it's an actual person. The online issue is that, you know, people make bots, you all this extra shit. You don't know what you can trust. So it's a give and take kind of deal. So I have a store that I do consulting for. They use it for their releases, but it's a smaller store, so it's a little bit harder to get that kind of flow that I need to really beta test, you know? But yes, I have a couple stores that are on board that want to use it. So I just have to get a little bit more client data to share with them. That's all. Okay, that makes sense. Now, so it is on both platforms because again, your lovely co-host last week, she did a bang up job. And the way iOS makes it 10 times easier because you get the notifications straight to your phone with the iOS because it's an app on there. If you're on Android or just your desktop, you can make your account. You can still have your picture, you can still have all that stuff, but you only get notified through your email. So that's the only difference. Is the plan to make it so that you have the same functionalities on iOS with the Android? Gotcha. Is that it? We need some funding out here, you know what I'm saying? Oh, I know. That's why my app's only on iOS.
Hey, real quick. Hey, Cass.
Hey, how are y'all? I'm late, always.
Nice of you to join us. I mean,
This motherfucker just snuck on all like extra quiet and didn't say nothing. Nobody recognized it, so I felt the need to like, yo, everybody, welcome, Cass.
Hey.
All right. Carry on. I didn't mean to interrupt your conversation. Well, I mean, I did, but you know.
No, I didn't even know she was down. I was like, oh, yeah, there's another person.
No, I'm glad she joined us, because last time she popped in during #hero, So
Shut up. No, I did not.
At least she's, I guess, on time, for Cass time. But glad you're here, Cass. Thanks for joining.
Thank you. Hey, Campout.
Hey, what's going on, Cass? How are you? Whatever. It's all the same.
Whatever. I'm trying to think. What else was I going to ask? So, my suspicion is at some point you're trying to monetize this app, because I know that's my plan. Is there something that you can share as far as your thoughts, as far as how you want to go about doing that?
It's like advertisement, man. Just pop-up windows. I don't need to charge people to use the app because I feel like depreciates the value of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying. I've been doing Campout for free for stores for years. Like, I don't go there because they're paying me. I go there because I like the fact that it goes smooth and people feel like they can go there and not be harassed or have a hard time to get their shoes. You know what I'm saying? So the same idea and stuff in the app. Like, I want you to feel like you can still get your shit. You can still be told like what's going on and feel comfortable. Right. So I don't need to charge people. Store is a different story. You know what I'm saying? Advertisement's a whole nother story. But as far as people go, it's free all day.
Okay, I like that. I'm thinking something similar, but I'm trying to tack some.
So the unboxed app. What's going on? Give me some details, because I was trying to peep and I was like, what's going on here? What are we doing?
I'll give you more offline. But long story short, supposedly at the end of this week, I should have some upgrades that are for the iOS version, which are gonna add in some functionalities that I got as far as feedback from some other people, and then it should be. I also have an Android version that should be coming out as well. So I think at the end of this week, I'll have the beta version. I'll probably snag a few Android users, give them the code, let them test it out, and then hopefully roll it out at the end of the month for both platforms. So
very nice.
We'll see.
Yes.
But I'll tell you.
Yep.
So when you did when you decided to come out with the app, did you take a look to see if there's any competition out there as far as another app? And if there is there something about yours that makes you stand apart from the competitor?
So in theory, I do this with all my stuff. Like not to be like rude or anything. I don't watch other shows just because I feel like, not that I feel a type of way about it, but like I don't have enough time to do it. One. Okay. And two, like when I have content, like I don't want to feel like it's kind of guiding me in a direction to follow their content. So I try to stay off of viewing other things. I know there's Cop First Drop, and I know that there's the Frenzy app. But the two issues with those two apps are basically they're online. So it's the same deal as using Nike. You know what I'm saying? Like if I can register online, everybody can register, and you can make multiple accounts.
Right.
So, and I know, like me personally, like the way that I run my app, like I personally go in there and look at profiles, and I double check names and I double check faces to make sure it's not the same.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like if it takes me 2 hours, it takes me 2 hours. If it takes me a day, it takes me a day. But like I feel like that's what sets me apart. That and the fact that like you're realistically supposed to be in person to do these things. Right. Like, you see these crazy long lines, and it's like, all right, well, picture that online, and every one of those people is plus 10 because they're using bots.
Right.
So instead of having 300, you got whatever. God forbid I did math right now. Yeah.
3,000.
Yeah, some shit like that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just a lot of people. So the first come first serve aspect, and nobody does first come first serve app. You know what I'm saying? It's Nike does if you're in this location, you can get there, whatever. You know what I'm saying? There's still ways around that though.
Right, of course. I mean, they're always going to figure out some way to get around some stuff. I mean, you just got to keep evolving as you go along. Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day,
I see it as if you are going to do something, either be the best at what you do or don't do it.
Yeah, that makes sense. I need to follow that motto. I just be doing all kinds of shit.
Yeah, no, as long as you can hone it, you're good.
Just tracking. Basically, your app is a digital line, right? Give or take with some more complexities, but just the brass tacks of it is a digital line.
Yep.
Yeah, so we can avoid like that ruckus shit you be seeing on fucking Instagram. It's always New York, man. I mean, like, what is it about New York that like creates these fights, man?
You really want to know?
I mean, because like, well, here's what I know. Here's what I can tell you from Atlanta, my Atlanta experience, is you're gonna get robbed. Ain't nobody gonna fight you. You're gonna get robbed at gunpoint. Man, I mean, like they're gonna wait for you to get your shoe, and then they're gonna catch you at the bushes inside the mall, and then they're gonna deuce the fuck out with your shoes. Like,
damn, even in the morning?
Yeah, it doesn't matter what time. Let me see. This shoe right here. When this shoe dropped, right?
Yeah.
I walked into the mall with my 4.5 directly in my hand. All right. This is back when I was allowed to have guns.
Oh, okay.
I'm not allowed to have guns no more, but because people were getting robbed outside the Mall of Georgia. Now, understand that I live in Gwinnett, right? And not just like regular Gwinnett. I live like in North Gwinnett, right? And anybody from the Atlanta area will tell you that like North Gwinnett is like, it's like East Cobb. It's like just a bunch of rich folk. Like they stuck my trailer park ass out here with all these rich people when they gave me this house for free, you know? And so anyway, people were getting robbed. Like they come out the store and they would, like for real, they get met at gunpoint, like when they get right outside the mall, and people would bolt out with this shoe. And though after that, the Mall of Georgia required the stores to do a raffle system.
Oh, how really?
Yeah.
So it's you guys
that's going to stop anything.
For a minute.
What's that?
Well, it would help because if it's a raffle, you don't have to pick. You can pick it up whenever, I'd assume, right? Or is it like a wide?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. No, they had the whole day.
Okay.
Oh, soulmates used to live in Lawrenceville. Yeah. So I live in Buford. But like, you know, like that's the deal. Like, so I mean, what is it about New York that makes it, you know, so violent in the line?
Resell is the main attributor to the crowds and the amount of people. Like there's a lot of different locations. Like you took your walk in your Yeezys, you went to Brooklyn, you were in the city, you were in Queens. Listen, there are different groups in every area, and everybody wants to make money. And you guys know, like New York is kind of like the epicenter of releases. So whatever comes out is going to be in New York somewhere, whether it's 20 pairs, 300 pairs, whatever it is. And if there's a $20 flip, you best believe there's going to be somebody out there waiting for it. Wow. So at the end of the day, like, listen, summertime's coming up right now. I deal with kids from high school working for resellers, waiting in lines for $20 for a pair of shoes. You know what I'm saying? So, and I don't mind the winter too much because they're not out as heavy as they are in the summertime because there's no school. But that is really what attributes to that. And plus, like, because they see each other all the time, like, who don't like the way they looked at them? You got that pair of shoes when I was trying to get that pair of shoes. You dubbed me and I didn't get a pair of shoes. So, like, there's always, like, a culminating point of almost every single release. Always. There's always some kind of drama. And as much as you see, like, they're working together, they're working apart as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody's out for themselves, so to speak.
So I heard specifically there are people who own the lines in New York.
Yeah.
Like there are certain individuals, like there's one guy who owns the line at Mercer NYC or whatever.
So I don't know about owns the line. So security is like one of the bigger issues when it comes to releases in New York City. Like Nike uses, and I'm probably going to put myself in a spot here, but Nike uses a lot of the same security for like a lot of the releases. So what happens is when you're at a release and you're a security guard and the same 10 people are giving you a hard time at every fucking release, you start to build like a relationship with them. And at first it's like a working relationship to make your day easier. You're like, all right, fuck it. Stop bitching, whatever, get in the line. I'll let you in the store. And because you gave up that one time, every time they do it and they get louder. And when one kid sees him getting away with it, the next group does it. And the next group does it. And all of a sudden they're like, fuck it, we can start making money on these shoes. So not only are you not dealing with them bitching anymore because now they're paying you, it just becomes like a snowball effect. And then you don't want to not take their money because if you don't, they're going to snitch on you for the time you did take their money. So it's a real sticky situation. Listen, I was out at Complex Con in fucking November, and a lot of New York kids were there. And a lot of New York guys that are security were there as well, doing the Nike thing.
So
I didn't even go near it.
I think I need to clarify own the lines for some of the people in the chat. What I mean by own the lines is like there's one guy or maybe a group of guys that's like, you know, a crew that pretty much in order for you to stand in that line and actually get a pair of shoes, you have to be cleared by so-and-so, you know, like that's the words that I hear down south. You know what I mean? Like that's the stuff that kind of filters through the sneaker grapevine.
If you're out of the loop, I could definitely see that being the case. Like if you're not from New York and not like a visible face that's been seen at stuff before, I could see them giving you a hard time at certain places. Like I hate to say it, but Foot Locker, Foot Action, all those places don't really care about the outside of the store, which is what causes their problems all the time. Like security will show up at 8 when the store opens at 10. Meanwhile, they've been out there for 2 days. You know what I'm saying? Then they want to do some throw wristbands in the air, but they've already taken 100 wristbands and given them to dudes that paid them for it. So it's always like, it's a tricky situation. So when you say like they own the lines at certain bigger chain stores, they can get away with a lot more. You know what I'm saying? So like security is more, the manager doesn't come out and check on the security guards. They hire them as part of the store. So they just entrust them to run the line. So there's definitely a group of dudes that are well connected in that aspect. You know what I'm saying? So like they might not own the line. You can still honestly like that owning the line shit is over. Like years ago, maybe. Maybe they'd be like, listen, dog, I got 35 people out here. There's 35 pairs. You're out. You feel me? Like that kind of shit. But that's few and far between, especially with the raffle system that they do now too. So
and there's all the digital raffles and
and there's definitely like a bad stigma.
Yeah, I think it comes from that like the New York mafia mentality though, like that ideal, like the Godfather made the mafia more mafia in like our mind, you know, like New York makes the sneaker world, like in my mind, like it's kind of like a corner, you know, like that's their corner, that's their block, you know. I feel like that's the line is, and that like that type of mentality, like this particular store is the one that this group runs and so on and so forth. And I'm just glad I live like in the South, you know, where it ain't like that. Yeah. You get robbed at gunpoint. You can't rob everybody.
You'll definitely get shot in Houston. I mean, it still happens all the time. Right.
Yeah, no, it for sure happens. Like people get robbed of their shoes they standing in here in the South, you know. That dude, what happened to that dude that they just did that to, right? With the off-whites?
In Queens. Wait, yeah.
What?
Queens. Yeah, they
ran up on dude. They ran up on dude. He was standing like on his phone. They ran up on him. 2 guys grabbed his arms, brought him down to the ground. The other guy literally grabbed his shoes. The 3 of them left and then went immediately to a resale shop. No box. Or did they have a box?
Oh, is that what happened?
And it was fake. Yeah, it turned out to be fake.
I didn't realize they robbed off somebody's foot. I thought they went into a store and took the pair.
No. They found dude on the corner and just violated this man.
Gotcha.
You know?
He was a kid. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I don't know how old he is. You know, like it's sad, but you know, the fact of the matter is like
that's crazy.
When I go to pick up what
I don't pick up any. I pick up stuff in something that I don't care if you steal. I'm not going to pick up anything in off-whites or anything because unfortunately, you know, just the mentality of the crowd that's out there, right? I'm not trying to get caught. I'm not trying to stunt in a line of a bunch of dudes trying to pick up some shit they're trying to resell. I'll save that for like a convention or something. I'm gonna roll up in some, I don't know, some Air Max 90s. No shit that's trying to take.
I can't because I've been to like, so Dre Day is an Atlanta native, and there's also G.A.P who's an Atlanta native too. I'm pretty sure I just messed up his name, but like I went down there when I went down to Jonesboro, which is kind of I went down to Jonesboro, which is in like the harder parts of Atlanta. Like anybody in the south part of Atlanta, you know, like they can, you know, to be honest, like Jonesboro, Morrow, anywhere in that county, anywhere in Clayco, you know, they are like it's a rougher area. But I went down there and got showed love, and I had frags on, and then I went down to the south this week for the release, the Satins, and had calls on and had no problems. So like, you know, I don't think it's really like I don't know if it's as I think sometimes it can be bad, but I think if you make yourself look that way,
you're gonna be a target.
Like, yeah, if you paint yourself as an easy target.
I mean, the kid had his back turned to the street texting. Like I don't know. Like I was raised different. Like I don't keep my back to anything but the wall. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
Exactly.
I don't know. It just all signs didn't point to a good thing. They rolled by him mad slow. If he had his head up and he was looking anywhere, he would have seen it coming. But
right. But the fact that
buried in shit, like,
yeah, I mean, and that's the thing, like, you know, because the main spot out here that gets a lot of that stuff is Ubique. So every time I'm down there, it's pretty much the same guys anyway. So I mean, it's not that I'm necessarily concerned, but I mean, I don't need to do it. But like you said, I think the more you go to these things, the more people see your face, the more, you know.
Right.
So
I got showed nothing but love, man. Like,
right. I'm sure. I'm not concerned. I just don't necessarily care to throw on no Tokyos, no shit like that going down there. So
it's about giving somebody the opportunity. Like, I don't want to put myself in that position to be like, maybe, you know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly. I'm not worried, but why go there? Right. I don't need to set myself up. Put my
I got time for this shit.
Right. Exactly.
So yeah, I don't know. Kev's kind of out of the loop right this second. He's got something popping off. So
okay,
I'm going to try to pull up this week's releases.
Okay. Cass, did you have any questions?
No, yeah, I'm sorry.
No.
You're late and you ain't got no damn questions.
I didn't have any. I mean, what I heard.
Oh. And then she freezes. So you got a bad connection. You're late.
You bring no
questions. And all we doing, we just looking at her with this look like, man.
All right. But
yo. Oh, there we go.
Oh, there you
go. She's back. She's back. Okay.
She got that Polos and J service. Go ahead.
So we all got it. Everybody knows, man. The Monday Midsole is not known for our fast internet connections. You know, we do the best we can.
I have Blast. I have Xfinity Blast. That's like the highest you can go. So shut the hell up.
Well, hello to you too. Nice to have you on, Cass.
It's rare. It's rare form today.
I'm going to go over these releases. Let me get to my application window.
Shit looks terrible.
Boom. All right, you got me locked in, Kev?
Yeah, give me 1 second.
Oh, I got it.
Sorry about that, y'all. I had to deal with some domestic.
Oh shit!
All right, we locked in.
Yep.
All right, so we coming this week. We got May 10th. I don't know what they have. I just pulled this up, so it's just as good as it's gonna get. We got May 10th. We got these things are finally dropping.
Damn, seriously.
I don't know. Right, like, is anybody honestly excited about this pair? Because I despise this shoe.
Nope. I am. What? I am. I like them.
I'm joining super trash.
Yeah, like,
see-through trash basket.
Like,
here goes Kev.
This particular shoe just ain't for me. And then there's this one now. Kev, isn't this the one? Didn't you already get something like this?
I have the Kith. Yeah, I have the Kith pair. But I like these. If I didn't have the Kith pair, I'd buy them because I dig the Maestro, 1 and 2. I actually like the Maestro 1 better than the 2, but they ain't fucking with the 1 right now. So,
all right. Next up, we got these things, and I'm just gonna gotta roll through these because
why y'all gotta roll through the women's shit?
It's not about the women's, okay? It's about this shoe is trash. Is anybody finna run a marathon? Anybody running a marathon?
I'm actually training. I'm training for a marathon. The Houston Marathon.
Cass is coming on stirring shit up.
Well, here, Cass.
Y'all know,
please.
Y'all know my fat ass is lying. I'm not training, but I have heard that is a great shoe if you are. So just in case,
it's comfortable.
I have never tried it on, and like I don't even want to pretend like I'm running anywhere. Like I have let that go. So we got these coming out. They're really going in on the 98s.
How do y'all feel about the 98s? Cool. I think it's overkill. Just like
I think they're all right, man. I mean, they did the 97 last year. I think it's cool that they're doing the 98 this year. I hope. What I want is I think it's a 2000, maybe 99, the Tailwind.
Yeah, the Tailwind is on point.
I would love to have the Tailwinds, man, but I haven't seen them even talk about that. So this is coming out. I do like. There's actually 3 pair, right, and they're not on here. Look, Mike taking notes. motherfucker. He's like,
I like
Daniel, like this shoe, I'm finna buy that shit so I can rub it in his face when he gets, this motherfucker here. But there's like 3 flavors of this one coming out, and I say flavors because they're actually designed off of food. There's this one, there's a red one, and then there's another one that I can't remember.
You fucking with the curry?
The curry.
No, I really like the red one though, like a lot. But I'm good on this. This is a drop.
The Barbie 97.
Yeah.
What?
The Nicki Minaj.
Like, what do y'all? I mean, like, I think Nike is up tempoing the 97 right now.
98, both of them.
But I mean, like, they've been going in the 97 since last year, and they're just dropping them and dropping them and dropping them and dropping them, like every colorway. Like, come on, y'all.
Yeah. So I have a question.
Sure.
Okay, yeah, so you know how they're dropping, like you said, they're kind of like up tempoing the shoe. Yeah. But like, if they're doing that with the Air Jordan 1, do you still feel the same, or no, because you like that shoe? that was my point.
No,
I don't dislike the 97. I don't dislike the 97. I got rid of them. I had the silver bullets, but I sent them. I got rid of them and traded them.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I got rid of them for the LeBron Christmas 8s.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
That's a wild
Christmas 9s.
Gotcha.
But like. What the fuck was I just talking about? Oh, Jordan 1. So the difference between this shoe and the Jordan 1 is that the Jordan 1, like, it's no matter what color you throw that on, the shoe still looks dope, right? I think it's just a classic appeal. Like this shoe is very specific. Like, it's Air Max 97. Now, I get that the Jordan 1 silhouette is also very specific, but it's also played out by like Gucci rips off it, Fear of God rips off of it. Like, everybody kind of mocks that shoe. Like, they use that as a starting point. So the Jordan 1, I feel like just no matter what they do, it looks all right. You know what I mean? I don't know.
And plus, maybe the Jordan 1, it has to be an OG because we're talking about mids with the Nike that nobody messes with those. So
no, but people do. I mean, people do. The same people that buy, I mean, like, there are people that buy mids. Like, I'm not gonna hate on them.
True Flights.
Yeah. 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 All right. So there's this one too, the Racer Pink, which I do like that
better
outfit
than the other one. Yeah.
Yeah. Then there's this one for the ladies, Barely Rose. It's the Air Max 98. I feel like this shoe looks really big, so I'm like gaudy almost. So I'm curious. This is all dropping on May 10th, by the way. And then Nike's trying really fucking hard with this shoe.
Air money.
Trash.
These weren't cool when they came out.
Thank you.
Right.
Like, what are they doing?
They're trying really hard, and I don't get it.
They need to
they even got J. Cole in a pair. And all right, so we got the Hello Kitty drinks here.
Marcus, you need a birthday gift. I got you.
Here we go. There's this Currency shoe. What do y'all think about this Currency Reebok collab?
It's not horrible, but who needs a question? You don't need it.
What currency?
Nobody is wearing that. Nobody.
No. That's
something that's something somebody wears that hadn't been in the shoes for a long time, and they talk about, man, I had to get the new Iversons though. And he's like, really?
I think it looks. I mean, I think it looks kind of plain. But by the way, I think today was the day that Iverson did that whole practice thing. It was today. Today's the anniversary.
Today was like the anniversary for a lot of shit. Was it the shot?
Yeah. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Iverson is Bay forever.
So the ladies getting this thing.
Oh God.
Vapor Max, everything. Vapor Max, another one for the ladies. We're just at May 11th. All right, so this is not the Katrina now. It's called the red and white.
Oh my God, they've had like 3 names.
No, it's called the Hall of Fame, isn't it?
Hall of Fame.
They changed it to red and white.
It's red and white.
Whose PE was that? So was somebody's PE. Whose PE was that?
No, this was the Katrina shoe.
Right,
but it was a PE though.
It was a PE. Fuck, who was that? I can't think of the dude's name. It was a PE. No, it was like mad long ago.
Who was it?
My son is really excited about this shoe.
I mean, it's fire.
I fuck with it. I'm gonna get him.
It's clean. It's clean in person. It's clean. and the tumbled leather looks nice. It's a good looking shoe.
I think these are gonna sit though. I think people are gonna have an opportunity to get these for the low, possibly because they had them at JD Sports, and they had them all over Europe. You could have bought them, and I mean, I went.
Yeah, that's Europe though.
Put them in the cart. You know, I could have got them, and then I just said I'll just wait because I can get my Foot Locker points.
They had them at
anybody fucking with these?
No, sir.
Fuck no.
Oh, hell no.
Those aren't even comfortable to ball in though. Like that's the problem.
Anybody fucking with these?
Shit, if I'm going to
I would fuck with those. Like,
wait, what?
I would honestly. I would try to hoop in them.
Would you rob somebody's house in them? What do you mean?
Damn stress. Like you about to go to the moon.
They look like scuba boots.
Hey, those are my I'm Tyrone.
Here's the other pairs. There's the green curry, and then that pair right there. That pair is where it's at.
The red ones are straight, but it looks like an ID though. Like you can make that.
It does.
Yeah.
They just dropped a red one almost like that like 3 weeks ago also. So it's like
that red leather one is kind of dope though.
So this is a week from today. So there's this guy. What's y'all's thoughts on these? They're limited apparently.
I mean,
I would fuck with those.
I'm gonna try for them, but like I'm not gonna be mad if I don't get them.
I think my feeling on the Jordan 11 low is that they're girl shoes. I feel like they should just come with a summer dress or like those little.
What?
Cass, give it to him.
Cass.
Give it to him, Cass.
Hold on, let me plug in my charger real quick.
Hold on, wait a minute. Let me put some pins.
No, I truly believe that this shoe should just come with a sundress.
The 11 low is probably the best iteration of a Jordan ever.
Like low? Or you mean like period?
I like the one low better than the 11 low.
I think I can't fuck with that.
I feel like the one low is trademark, but I feel like the 13.
Kev, hold up. One low.
I like the one low, man.
The 13 low. The 13 low is the best. The 13 low
because the 13 is a mid. That's why.
Yeah, I mean that's not that far off. I don't really consider that like
you can,
right.
If you consider the 13 a low, then you can consider the 3 and the 4 low.
No. They have a 13 low. That's separate.
They do. Wait, it's not far off. Yeah.
Yeah, but the
midnight low ones. They just dropped a pair. Oh, not a low. A mid. Not a low.
Right. I mean, it's closer to a mid. Like it's right at the ankle, but I mean, I feel like that's the best iteration of a low in any of the silhouettes.
I think
it's going on there.
Dan is not a misogynist hype beast. Damn.
I should have seen comments.
So
Daniel.
And then we got these things for the grade school.
Those shits are disgusting.
And this will be the last one.
Those are thought shoes.
Those 14s are
so those lavender joints.
These guys, yeah. I mean, like
those are.
My daughter likes them. So.
When you talk to a girl that wears those, you have to tell her to clap her hands when you leave the room and make sure she doesn't steal your ketchup packets.
What?
That was a lot. To take in.
So there's this, and then what's y'all's opinion? This is the last one. What's y'all's opinion on this guy here?
Like I saw Ness one take a picture of these, and I thought they looked pretty cool.
The material.
This picture here though.
Are they trash?
Yeah, I had them in hand because whatever, but like fucking the material is trash, like cardboard.
Really?
Feels like cardboard. If they would have made that plush, I wouldn't have been upset. This shit is horrible.
Oh, Marcus!
Marcus!
Hey,
Marcus here he's in time. Oh wait, whoa! There he goes. He's in time for the G.A.P. So that's the releases. For the next week. So, boom.
And you guys all ran through your pickups.
Who's got the echo on?
Somebody.
I thought there was a one. There's not a one mid dropping this week too, or is that next week? That bone color.
I don't care.
Who's
Who doesn't have YouTube on mute?
No, it's the headphones.
Pull out and put it back in.
Pause.
I think we're better.
We're good.
Okay.
All right. And you guys went through your pickups, so
we haven't done pickups yet.
Oh, we'll do your pickups then. I have none. I'll go first. I have. Oh shit! I'm stuck on you. Hold on, man.
Yep.
Marcus. Oh, I got the red cup.
Oh, he said he's play pimping today. He ain't trying to go all in.
He ain't got the big gulp today.
Taking it
I got my bottle of Dr. Pepper. Cass, do you have any pickups?
Yes.
Yes.
What you got?
Yes.
Cass,
Okay.
where are your headphones at?
What?
You got us all
There.
echoing.
But I need to charge my thing. I can't.
Oh,
charge
It sounded like she. It sounded like she doing her pickups in the bathroom.
You fired.
It's fine. Just go. Go with
You
it.
know the deal.
Go with it.
I won't talk for like 5 minutes.
You're good.
You're good, Cass. We just picking with you. But you do sound like you in the bathroom now.
So
in the
He's still
bathroom, boo boo.
Hey.
So can y'all? Am I echoing?
You're fine. Just
No, you're fine. Yeah, go for it. Do your thing.
Okay. So I actually have a lot to say about this shit.
Well, we gonna talk about. That's one of the topics.
yeah, we're gonna talk about that in the topics for sure.
Okay. Good. Okay.
Okay.
So this is my pickup.
Oh, nice. Okay. Okay.
What's over there?
Mike
A
said-
little satin?
Mike
Oh.
said
That's the
Cass
satin,
got
yeah.
AOL.
Shut up.
It's got Comcast out here.
Is that your one pickup?
Sorry.
Is that your one pick? No, hey,
That's a
do
dope
not
pickup.
worry, ladies in the group or in the suspects. We are going to talk about this, and I am going to piss you all off. So
And
About what?
I'm going to clap back at him.
all right,
You gonna
Clap back it. Make it clap.
we
Oh,
can get
man.
at it. I'm
Here you
excited. I
Turned into a porno.
clap in the middle of my sentences too. It's
Oh,
fine. All right, Mike, Campout Mike, do you have what are your pickups this week?
I have nothing from this week, as a matter of fact. Everything is from last week, so that's out.
All right, it is what it
Wait,
is.
what?
What?
Yeah, no pickups from this week.
All right,
Damn.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I just have this one pickup. Ba-da-ba-ba.
Oh, that's rude.
Man,
So-
you ain't gonna keep though.
John
no,
Witherspoon.
he ain't.
Oh, yeah. No.
That's a whole. No, you ain't. You ain't never gonna keep him. You don't even like that mother.
Oh, YouTube just
That's what I
silenced
said
you.
too. I
Hold
told
up. Hold up. One, I like the shoe. Two, I've already got patches ordered for the shoe. I'm keeping the shoe. I'm keeping these.
Wait, are you going to sell the patches too with the shoe or no?
Yeah, exactly.
Talk to me in 2 weeks. Let's see if these still,
Yeah.
if these make it. You know, off-white one's coming out. You know, I saw the resale. Somebody actually hit me up and said, "I'll give you $600 for your pair when they come in."
God damn.
I said, "Oof, I damn, need to change my drawers after that one." But
Whoa,
I don't know.
That's what happened to that bathroom. Too much activity.
That's all I got. Oh yeah,
Marcus?
podcast. Sean Witherspoon. That's what I had. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm too lazy to go pick up mine, so
What you got though?
yeah.
You just tell
I
him.
don't even remember. I don't even remember.
Damn, what you over there? You over there lethargic as fuck.
Man, I'm sick, y'all. I'm sick. I'm
You
on
can
meds
tell us
and
what the
shit.
fuck you got. You can I
Dude,
mean, like just.
I don't fucking remember. I just picked up some Adidas shell toes a minute ago. I mean, I got that.
God damn.
This man.
Run DM Negro.
I went old school. I mean, shit. Look at my IG, Polos and J's. It's right there.
Oh, there you go. He's over there plugging himself.
Make me do work right now. I'm
Hard
fucking
work.
up.
Yeah, I'm tired. That's on the other side. I ain't for walking around shoulder.
All right, Kev.
The only thing I doubled up on the Tinkers, so no reason to show them. I've shown them before.
Right.
Oh, you hit on sneakers?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I had to do
Was there a reason for that? Oh, we like the Tinkers? Is that
I like them. I dig them.
Yeah, they're all right.
I ain't double up, dig. I mean,
Yeah.
definitely not double.
Yeah,
Kev-
they ain't
Kev-
double up, but
Kev double up on
everything.
Hey man, eat shit and don't die.
This
Nigga.
motherfucker double up on the all blue suede ones and shit. Who the fuck does that?
I didn't double up on blue suede ones. I doubled up on blue suede fives though.
Okay, then who the fuck does that?
Same
Oh
shit.
wait, you got double of those?
One was like $100.
That's still no
Fuck that mean?
excuse.
Right. Now if they was 20,
Y'all niggas ain't
Yeah.
in my bank account. Eat shit.
All right, so I got these.
Ah, nice one.
You know, I got those.
You know,
That's indeed.
I got those too.
Yes, indeed.
I got. You ain't got these though.
I don't have those.
Ooh.
Oh, I like those.
Hold up, Dan. You got Tell for the podcast. Tell us what you got.
My first comp was cherries. So I got these for the low cherry 12s. I got these for the low because the guy only wore them like 3 times. Like you can see, like everything is still like super fresh.
Damn.
But there's some separation there.
Really? After 3? I mean,
yeah. So, but I mean, like the upside is I got them for like $100 and some odd dollars, like right at $100, and
oh shoot, you're good.
Yeah, it's gonna cost like $30 to get that re-glued.
Yeah,
and we're solid. That's 130. And then so I got this is the orange and white hardwood classic LeBron PE.
Let me see the toe box on them joints. Them things get bananas.
Yeah, the like.
Oh, with the patent leather.
Yeah, white patent leather. Because I was about to buy some Christ the Kings, and it looked like somebody just. It was like somebody had hot hands and just put their fingers.
I don't think the guy ever wore them. I think they just kind of sat.
Wow.
In a box. So nice. I realized, but that's what I got.
Nice.
And yeah.
So this might be the quickest segment of Gap that we've.
Yeah, but we had a long ass intro though.
Yeah,
I mean, not Gap. My bad.
I had some issues to handle, but we're gonna get into Gap. Damn, yeah, we're a little behind, but we have to go a little long. But we'll go into Gap.
No, we good.
Brown gang.
Oh yeah, 26, 17.
Oh, I'll take that.
What are we doing?
Welcome to the Gap, where you can go ahead and let me go ahead and preface. The Gap is sponsored by 8-9. Make sure y'all go and check them out. The code is in the description. I think it's still 40% off, and they're having a sale right now. So right now might be the best time to go ahead and buy some stuff if you're looking. I think they had a lot of sizes too. So go ahead and check that out. And let me go ahead and get rid of this. And now we're in the Gap.
Chilling.
I had to do that to it.
All right. Oh, are we good to go now?
Yeah, you're good.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to your favorite part of the show. It's at least my favorite part of the show because I get to do the most talking. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So me and Marcus are actually going to share this particular Gap.
Oh no, you got it. I'm
no, it's me and you, motherfucker.
No, I'm voting. I'm voting.
Yeah, you can vote, but you voting and me and you are in the same one.
Well, you know what? You guys lose automatically then because you can't vote on your own shit.
That's your shoe, not mine. Fine, so you got it.
All right, you grumpy ass. So anyway, gas gets you 2 points. Ass gets you no points, and pass gets you 1 point. If you're playing along at home, keep your points there. And we'll start off with
we're gonna start out with the Air Force Max mic.
That would be me.
And you only get 2 gases unless you drop an ass on someone. Then you get an extra gas.
Oh, okay. So we're gonna keep that. Okay.
Yeah, and by the way, it's 1993. Best shoes of 1993. All right. Just so we're clear.
So, like Kev said, starting off Air Force Max, all black, a little bit of chrome, strap on the front. Charles Barkley had these when these dropped, beat them up playing ball. I'm tempted to get them again, but we'll have to see. I saw Kev, you had the red pair, so I'm gonna have to make a decision on these. But this is my Gap. We're going with Barkley. These aren't terrible, so I figured it was a good pick. Let's go.
All right, Cass, you're up first.
I'm gonna gas.
All right, you remember you only have 2 gas.
Save one for me.
Pass on that.
Oh, damn.
Well, F you too then, Cass.
All right. Mike, Campout, it's on you.
I'm gonna gas those.
Ooh.
I like that, man. Yeah. Download his app now.
Marcus.
I'm passing.
You sick motherfucker.
Bro, you sound like shit.
He sound like Droopy.
I sound like Mo Look.
Oh, damn.
I'm passing.
Marcus.
Sound like Droopy Dog.
That's what I said. Exactly.
Oh,
Kev?
boy. These are straight up gas. These are one of my favorite fucking shoes.
There we
Like,
go.
I mean, and I'm a Buckeye fan, but when I was coming up, the Fab Five was so dope. I mean, their swag was sick. They changed the face. They took us from wearing Bob Cousy shorts to wearing shit that you could actually function in. So these are gas to me.
I mean, you do look like Barkley, so I would think that you would pick this shoe.
Wow.
It's good to see some things, if not your sickness hasn't changed your ways.
Oh no,
Fuck.
Damn, old ass.
I'm always a petty ass nigga.
I want
Petty ass nigga, a whole ass nigga.
I am getting myself a gas because fuck this shoe. Fuck this shoe right in its ass. This is
Wait, hold up.
you get no points from me.
This
So
shoe is dope.
Oh, come on, man.
no,
You don't like the
this shoe
Barkley?
is ass. No, ass. Like Big Sean ass. Like this. No.
Oh man.
I hate you, Daniel.
It's cool.
Just
But,
for this
I mean,
episode. I love
And
you.
then the comment section, I look like a pass for the most part.
Oh, that's anybody
Yeah,
checking out?
like this pass, there's like 4, 5, 6 gas pass. It's definitely pass. So
Really? Hold up.
no, you're gonna get to the top, motherfucker. Go ahead and scroll on up. But either way, you got a 0 in the middle of your shit. So
Hey, chat. Check that out. See that? Right in your face, chat.
all right, so Mike, you walk away with 7 points.
All right, cool.
All right. Next up, we have the Space Jam 9. We're starting the Space Jam 9. I'm sorry.
The
It's
OG.
the OG 9.
Did you really just call these the Space Jam 9?
Yeah, bro. I don't know what the fuck that
Well,
just was.
that's what he wore in the Space Jam movie. So
Right.
you call it whatever
But-
you want to. Retirement 9s.
Ain't no goddamn
Yeah.
Space Jam 9.
It's not the Space Jam 9.
First
it's just
first
it's
retirement
the OG.
9s.
All right.
The
Who
AARP
is this?
9.
Who is this?
It's mine.
Is this Kev?
It's mine.
Oh,
It's
dope.
the-
Okay.
The first retirement 9s. The first shoe that had the rope laces. I remember these. These were the pair that I was like, I don't know if I can fuck with these. And then over time, they grew on me. This pair and the UNC pair. And now I really want the olive. Even though olive back then they were shitty, but now I kind of dig them. So these are dope to me. So who's first?
Cass.
Pass.
Damn, Cass.
Damn, she is just like cut.
Any
Yeah,
reason?
Like pass.
Okay.
Pass. Fuck yeah.
Mike.
I'm gonna have to gas these.
Yeah.
All right, so you're out of gases now. Just so
I realize. Well, not technically, not yet.
Yeah.
Not yet.
Damn, what do you got going on over there?
Hey, go ahead and drop that
Yeah.
booty on
You're
them.
gonna have to ask a shoe. You're gonna have to ask a shoe to get another gas. Just so
I'm all over that. Don't worry.
We know. Yes.
Booty, rocking everywhere.
Okay, Mike.
I'm gonna gas these. I'm gonna definitely gas them. At some point, I'll get them, but for now, it's a gas.
All right, Marcus.
You know, this is one of those shoes when it first came out. Man, I hated this shoe, man. I thought it was just trash. It looked like a moon boot. It did. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a big ass shoe.
Yeah.
But over the years, man, I fell in love with it. You know, it's a dope shoe. So I got to give it a gas.
Why you sound like you trying to sound sexy and seduce?
Nigga, I am sexy, motherfucker. Am I seducing you over there?
Gorillas ain't sexy.
Mike
You got your panties
turned
wet,
on
nigga?
and shit.
Mike got
Got your panties
a
wet,
spot
yeah.
in his drawers.
Motherfucker over there squirming
That
and
was from the
shit.
bathroom. That was from the bathroom, not from this guy.
Ew. Yeah. Oh, this is your shoe.
It's mine.
My bad. I love this is one of those 9s that I do really, really like. This was the last Jordan that I got before I started buying skate shoes. Because I started skating a lot and I started buying DCs, and this is the last Jordan that I bought. So I really, really like this shoe. It's a gas for me. Boop, boop. So, and then the suspects gave it a gas as well.
Gas
So
them up.
Kev walks away with that don't look right.
Motherfucking 10. No.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I got. Like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 is what it should be.
Nice.
All right. So Kev walks away with 11. All right. Next up, we got
Diamond Turf.
fuck, man.
OG.
Okay.
So,
Who this?
so excited when you said that.
Matt,
Who this?
you on deck, Cass?
Cass.
Yeah.
Yo, shoes.
So
You got Neon Dion.
I was kind of
Doctor's
running out of
office.
options since I'm last minute all the time. So even though I can't stand the Cowboys at all whatsoever, love you, word, but I,
He
you
was
can't
playing for San
not
Francisco.
Dion. So
Jeez.
yeah, so I picked Primetime Shoe. I mean, it's classic. He's classic. He's one of the best to ever do it. Blah blah blah. So yeah, this was my last choice because everybody picked everything I wanted to pick.
Well, these are Falcons, right? Are these Falcons or
They're
49ers?
They're Falcons.
49.
Falcons.
Falcons? 49.
Yeah.
Yeah, Falcons.
This is when he played for the Falcons.
He
and the
played for
Braves.
every team. So
That's right. Cowboys, Redskins, Falcons,
49ers,
Niners.
the Ravens.
But everybody
Yeah.
retires at the Redskins. So like everybody, it's like I feel like that's a part of the retirement package is to go play for the Redskins. Like you just have to get there.
Come holler, Snyder.
Yeah, I thought they were the 49ers.
They might be for the 49ers. I don't know, man. I could be wrong. It's
Yeah,
it's
go.
looking like everybody's saying same
That's what I
thing.
thought.
49ers, but
I thought it
you
was
know,
them.
baseball, football, he did it all. So yeah, so I picked his shoe.
All right, Campout.
Oh, ass all day.
Oh, booty. Yep.
I mean, it is what it is. I don't care about accolades. I care about what the shoe looks like, and that's straight ass.
I like this guy.
Your shoe is ass cheeks.
Okay. All right. Ugly Mike.
Mike, you know you still or Daniel, you know he still got a vote on yours, right?
Yeah, that's cool.
Let me see. I went with one guess, so I'm trying to think over the other two.
It's
It's on the thing, man.
Nigga, it's big old pictures right there on fucking
Oh
YouTube.
shit, man!
Dumb
Yo, I ain't
motherfucker.
my bad. I ain't even looking at this shit. I ain't on the YouTube. I'm on.
Get your helmet on, kids. The bus is here.
I'm gonna go. I'm a pass on. Oh man, no, I'm a gas these. I'm a gas them.
Thank you.
What?
Yes.
Come on.
I'm a gas.
All right.
You gassed. Could you
All
tell
right.
me why you gassed them? I'm sorry. Could you just tell me why you gassed those?
Oh, easy, because I hate the rest of the stuff that's coming up.
Uh-oh.
You do not. You do
One of
not
them-
hate. You do not fucking hate the Aqua 8, and you fucking know it.
Sir,
He doesn't
that
have 'em.
is going. You see?
Oh,
Yeah, no. That's
We about to get
Are we
that
good,
viscera.
Kev?
Yeah, we're good. We're about to get that viscera ass.
The stink
Marcus.
ball.
Man, I hate to do this because you know I got nothing but love.
Go ahead and give her that shit.
Yeah,
all right. To me,
I mean the big old Velcro flap on the front, man. I just can't. You know, that's motherfuckers that don't know how to tie their shoe and shit. I can't rock
Yeah,
with
yeah, in the
Velcro.
next 2 years, nigga.
I mean,
pins and Velcro.
It might
What the
be.
fuck?
You had your Velcros crisscross like back in the day.
I might have that, but I have a beautiful young lady to take care of me
Oh, there you
during
go.
that time.
Ugh.
So yeah,
A nurse?
shut your punk ass up, man. So I'm gonna have to get
Fucking
these
Merce.
the ass.
It's a dude.
Ass. Okay. God damn, that was long. I'm taking forever with this
That's
shit.
what she said.
Oh God.
Man, you act like you got somewhere to be. Look up, you ain't going no damn way. You're gonna sit your ass right there when we get off this show. You're gonna be right in the same goddamn spot you were right the fuck now. So shut the fuck up and let's keep moving.
Are you making cripple jokes, motherfucker?
It ain't about being crippled, motherfucker. It's about you having a boring ass life.
I'm in a wheelchair.
It has nothing to do with your damn wheelchair. It has to do with you, the motherfucker sitting in the wheelchair. You have no life.
He said you got a bored ass
You're gonna
life.
get off and you're gonna order some pizza and hang out with the kids
My kids
and
are
watch some
all-
Nickelodeon. And that's it. So stop
Kids
rushing,
don't watch
motherfucker.
Nickelodeon.
You're gonna watch fucking Adult Swim. So just go ahead. You got shit to do.
Yeah.
Somebody take his cup.
It's Monday. Ain't got no job.
Kev, what you got on this?
The only reason I'm gonna pass on these is because I'm not gonna ask somebody's. But I'm gonna have to pass.
Why you can't ask him?
Wait.
Why can't you ask him?
I like these though.
Right, I was gonna say you got the Deion LeBrons, right?
Yeah, I like them. And I had them. When did these come out? Seventh grade.
Oh, you're saving your gas.
Kevin like fat folk shoes, and this is a fat folk shoe. This is definitely fat people shoes.
Hey, man.
All right. Hey, well, good for me.
I got a fat deal. Something you might not know about.
I got 3 gases, so this is a good one of the other one. So, this is the gas. I like this shoe when it came out, man. I'm fat, I guess, so I'll take it.
Yeah, y'all fat motherfuckers, y'all like them wide shoes. Because, when a fat person got them wide-ass feet and they put it in a narrow shoe, then they be leaning over on both sides and shit like that. But shoes like this, motherfuckers don't lean. You can be fat all day.
Anybody, particularly you want to mention as far as fat feet who it leans?
I mean, pretty much the whole panel of the regular Monday midsole niggas all fat. All y'all fat. Me and Maul on slim motherfuckers. All the rest of y'all fat and fat.
Damn, I hate when ugly motherfuckers talk. Cut his mic, please.
Take your dick out his mouth.
The brightest fat soul motherfucker.
Damn.
Man, that shit looks.
Oh, did you really just do this shit? Oh, wow.
Please, is there any way that you can also put it to where it's his caricature? Because I don't really want to see him no more.
No, I ain't doing all that.
I
don't think he realizes he's muted.
He doesn't know.
He knows.
Oh, he knows. He's shaking his head.
He's got to unmute himself.
All right. So the usual suspects gave it a gas. So Cass walks away with 7.
Thank you.
Yeah. Next up.
Stop, Cass.
Okay, let me go get my charger because my thing's about to die again.
Lord Jesus.
All right, so
guys,
this is my shoe, but this is honestly my favorite shoe like ever. And y'all can shit on it all you want to. Like that's because you have no sense of originality. Like you borrow everybody. You borrow everybody else's cool. Right?
How do I do that? And y'all say I buy all these grails.
It's fine. It's fine.
Are we upselling 8s right now? Is that what we're doing?
8s are my favorite fucking shoe ever.
Daggers.
I mean, that's cool. I mean,
yeah, and I know it's cool.
Everybody has a preference, Some people liked Hitler. I don't understand. Like, just saying.
That was Kanye.
Did you just call Jordan
the Hitler 8s?
Hitlers?
Zig Hale. I mean, what the fuck?
No, you can't do that to me.
Hashtag Hitler 8s.
Fuck out of here. Them shits is trash. They're saluting. If you leave them open, they just salute to you the whole fucking time.
Oh, man.
I guess this is getting...
The 8s are horrible. I'm sorry. The 8s are just not good at all.
It's my favorite. Like, you tell me that's saluting.
That's the only good 8.
I like 8.
Because you was the colors.
Oh, my God. You were
let me look at the right screen. Oh, you're talking about the DB8s right now? Oh,
yeah.
Boy.
The colors saved that.
No.
It's just...
I prefer to did them in red.
It's just too bulky. Right. Oh, anyway.
No, anyway, it is what it is. It's the Aqua 8. It's what he wore in the fucking All-Star game. It's fucking dope. Yeah.
Listen. It's cool.
Go. Right. Cass, what you got on these Aqua 8s?
She ain't even plugged in.
Me?
Yes, ma'am.
Hello?
Oh.
Hello?
Hi.
That's a definite gas. Gas times a million. Gas.
What?
Gas.
Hey.
Cut her off.
I think her mic isn't working still.
No, she said gas because these are dope.
No.
Mike?
That's all you, Mike. Go for it.
I think he already made his point clear. Yeah, we know, but go ahead and identify it.
I actually saved my gas for this.
You a lie.
No, I'm kidding. I didn't save it for this. It's another ass. It's another ass.
All right. Mike, other Mike.
Extra gas.
I mean, I honestly feel bad assing somebody's shoe. I'm not gonna ass it. I'm gonna pass.
What?
I don't. I mean, I'm being nice.
You want to ask it, just do it.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm not gonna sit here and beg for your pass.
Oh no, right? Of course, yeah. I don't.
If you want to give it an ass, like, do so. But find that it's an OG. He wore it in the fucking All-Star game, and it's you. The like
that does nothing for me. I don't care what he wore.
This nigga was wearing British Knights when they came out. That's why.
Yeah, right. no, your motherfucking ass rocks the shit out of some Victor Cruz. You want to rock them Victor Cruz bitches so hard, but when like you're talking about like Jordan 8, yeah, he rocks Victor Cruz.
Okay, this is going on just a little bit too damn long. Okay, it's going on too long. Okay.
Oh, now it's too long. Now you got motherfucking places to be.
Yeah, we got shit to do today. And you sitting up here talking about this damn shoe.
I'm gonna pass on it. I don't like the colors, and I don't like 8s.
Marcus,
it's gas. I mean, it's gas. I mean, I didn't like 8s. It's another silhouette I did not like. I mean, I really didn't fuck with nothing of the 8s back in the day when they first dropped. But the Aquas is dope. I mean, they dope. So yeah, it's straight gas.
Thank you. Boop, boop. All right, Kev.
And I'm gonna gas them too. These bring back memories. I just think it's a dope shoe. I got the jersey that goes with the I don't know, the shorts that go with these. But yeah, man, these are definite fire. Like when they came out, that purple and aqua was setting your shit off. You got some cross color jeans on, and you know.
Oh, they make cross colors in size 48. Fuck shit. Damn.
We ain't talking about your girl, nigga.
God. Here we go.
Them heavyweights. How you doing?
I'm gonna leave my girl out of it because I don't know if she in the chat right now. But you know, I don't fuck with nothing but dimes, nigga. Nothing but dimes. Come here, with that bullshit.
Back then, you was fucking with nickels and pennies, nigga. You was trying to make a dime.
Nothing but dimes my whole life, player. Nothing but dimes.
All right.
Don't get cut, Marcus.
Oh, you had a seven cent piece.
The suspects. I'm trying. The suspects gave it a gas as well. So next up, we got. Whose shoe is this? Is this a Campout shoe?
This was gonna be Cashew, but she was late to the party.
Somebody took it.
Right, I was gonna pick the 9s. Don't feel bad.
Okay.
You like the 9, but you don't like the 8.
There's a funny story to go with that 9 situation. I had them back in the day. I can't stand 9s now.
Okay, I'll yeah. All right, Mike, please introduce your shoe.
This is the Air Max 93 nylon toe box. This wonderful purple and orange colorway. Have at it, Chief.
All right, Cass.
Definitely a gas for me.
There you go.
Underrated shoe.
All right. Mike. Not the Campout?
Pass. I'm out of gas, so it's a pass for me.
You could have got Gat.
I know. If I'd have,
Marcus,
I'm good tonight.
I'm gonna have to pass it, man. You know. And I'm the old dude, and that look like an old dude shoe.
It would go with your shirt right now.
It might.
Kev?
I ain't been rocking.
I'm out of gas, so I'm gonna have to pass. I was looking at these, and there's a red pair that is sick. You probably picked that. I probably would have, made some shifts. But
was that still 93? The red?
No, I don't. Okay. I don't know if the red ones were 93. I think the red ones were 2015.
Okay.
So they just started re-retroing them recently again.
Oh, right.
I wish they wouldn't.
Yeah, I like the OG stuff with the nylon.
Yeah, they're not a bad shoe at all. It's just.
I mean, if you're gonna take your kids to the mall and shit, it's a great shoe, Or if you're like,
this nigga mad.
No, I don't like this shoe, y'all. I don't like this shoe. Like, I don't like when they try to church it up. I don't like when they collab on it. Like, I don't like this shoe. I mean, it looks an air bubble away from the fucking Monarch. Like, I don't like it. Really? It's ass for me. Yeah.
Monarch.
It's ass. Strip club ass. And it's getting a whole lot of cheeks in the chat, too. So.
Oh, it sure is.
Cheeks in the chat sounds like a hashtag.
Yeah, cheeks in the chat.
I do like that hashtag.
Ass, Clemson colorway.
Kobe.
Ass. It's ass. You got ass from me and the chat, so congratulations.
Early morning mall walkers.
I saw that.
Damn. Ryan Swinger is upset. So yeah, he walks away with
2. Motherfucker, 2.
5. You got 5. So we have me and Kev are tied. So it's the Aqua 8 or the OG 9.
Wait.
Who got 11? Somebody got 11.
Yeah,
Oh no, somebody got 11.
I won.
He's like, nope, wait.
Yeah, because
Man trying to steal a win.
Because you got an ass and a pass, and I just got a pass.
Trying to steal a win.
That's okay. I mean, like you can win. Like it's just I have them both down as 11.
Oh, no count
marks. Like, but I do not need to win. So if you want to, you win. Kev wins.
Let's get it on.
Kev wins.
All right, we're gonna get into topics.
First topic, chat. I ain't drunk.
Who said you was drunk?
I mean, these motherfuckers always think that I'm drunk. Oh, the topic. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm talking over the shit.
Spiked fruit juice.
Oh, that's dirty.
I don't know why these motherfuckers always think I'm drunk. This is me 24/7. Mike, am I like this all the time?
All
the time. I'm not drunk. It takes more than this one damn red cup. I've been drinking longer than you motherfuckers.
Watermelon.
Been walking. It's not drunk.
Are we talking about Kanye again?
He ain't drunk.
All right, yeah. All right. There's some stuff that happened since the last show. You know, he said that slavery sounded like a choice.
A choice.
Which
choice.
I mean,
this guy.
That's over the top. But I mean, my stance on it is that what I took away from it was that he just says whatever the fuck that happens in his head, and he doesn't even think about what he's saying. Because when he had the conversation with Van or whatever, it looked like he was paying attention to him, and it looked like he was taking it in. You know what I'm saying? Where a lot of people just say shit and they're like, fuck that, this is what it is, and blah, blah, blah. So, a lot of people have been saying, boycott Adidas. If you looked at there was a video on Bloomberg UK where they were talking to the CEO of Adidas, and they said, have you had any conversations with Kanye or talking about dropping Kanye? And basically what he said was that we have a lot of business ties to him and he's a big part of our plans, so of course not. And a lot of people are so upset with Kanye, and they say they're not gonna mess with him. But are you still going to support the NFL that blackballed, that condones the blackballing of Colin Kaepernick?
Right. That's a good point.
So what's your status on it? You not fucking with Kanye, but you still fucking with NFL? Are you not fucking with either? Are you fucking with both?
So let me ask.
Okay, so go ahead.
No, go ahead, ladies first. Go ahead, Cass. You good? Or Marcus? One of y'all, ladies.
Lady, whichever lady wants to.
Stop it. Leave him alone.
Go ahead, Cass. Man, leave him alone, Lord Jesus. You should see him. Go ahead, Cass.
No, me. Okay, so I'm not biased towards like Yeezys and that whole thing, because it's not my favorite shoe to begin with. So like, some people, the whole Yeezy conversation or whatever, but like you have to understand, like people's perceptions are coming from their reality and their experience, and Kanye is he's on like a completely different frequency, in my opinion. Not that what he said is correct, because he says some dumbass shit like all the time. But like, I don't think his intentions are malicious. He's just so far removed from everything like that. He doesn't. His delivery is horrible. So he may be a genius creatively, like music wise. But, I think there were some reports, like, he just started watching the news. Like, he doesn't even know. He's not informed. So, like, the shit he says is dumb. But when it comes down to, hey, Molly.
This nigga.
Oh, shit.
Yo.
Hey.
But when
He's like, oh, top.
What up?
Hey,
Motherfucker, you been in that chat. Get your ass in here earlier.
Yeah, but when it comes to like the whole shoe, like them not, doing business with him or doing business with him, it's gonna come down to money. Like, of course, they're not gonna be like, the bottom line is gonna be money. Do I agree with what he said? No. Am I gonna like totally write him off? No, I'm not doing that either, because we're getting like snippets of these media, like things. You're not, they're not gonna. Like a lot of people who, as soon as they watch that TMZ thing, like I agreed with what Van said, but like a lot of people didn't watch the whole thing. They just watched that little snippet.
Right.
Yeah. So I mean, you have to. And then there was an interview, a really good interview with T.I. on the Breakfast Club, because they did a song together that's kind of about the whole Trump situation or whatever. And T.I. is like I sat down with him, I talked to him, like he's not thinking of who he's hurting. He's just spitting stupid shit. So I mean, I think like he just needs to be informed better. And are big brands gonna stop fucking with him? No, because he's making all their money.
He talks without he talks without speaking, So let me ask you guys this really quick, right? Because you brought this up, Kev. So the whole thing about Kaepernick, right? How he's definitely getting blackballed at this point. It's very obvious. But the big thing that they're saying now is, of course, everybody who's asking him to come in is saying, we don't mind giving you a tryout, but you have to stop kneeling, if we're going to bring you on the team. Now, does that differ if you go to, regular Joe Schmo employment and they say, we don't want you, let's say we don't want you smoking weed and we'll hire you. Is it asking too much at this point for them to ask him to stop kneeling? Because at this point, the kneeling has brought on, it's made its point. And it's brought things into a bigger perspective that he doesn't necessarily need to keep doing it. But is it realistically unfair that they're saying, as an employer, we'll bring you in, you just can't do this, and he's choosing not to? He flat out said when I think it was the Seahawks or one of them, the Seahawks, they were going to bring him in, and they said, we'll bring you in for a tryout. You got to stop kneeling, and he was like, no. And they're like, all right, so they canceled that. Does that differ if I'm going to my job, I'm smoking weed, and they said, we'll bring you on, you got to stop smoking?
Okay, no, I don't. They say,
I think that's a legality thing with weed. That's okay.
I mean, if you're in Denver, if you're in California, you can do it.
No, so I work in HR, like my day job. So like, drug policy.
Well, don't get focused on the weed thing, right? If there is something that they don't want you to do. So let's open it up. If there's something that they specifically don't want you doing, not necessarily illegal, if there is something that they're asking you to come in here and not do, right? Don't come in wearing sweatpants, right? Don't come to dress in a suit. And you're saying, no, I prefer to come in sweatpants and sneakers. Is it on the same level? Are they being unfair at this point to say, we don't want you to do this and we'll give you a shot?
But that's dress code.
I think the correlation is kind of like a skew on what you're asking right now. So like, if I have a certain religious belief to come into work and wear a certain something on my face, right? And they go, you can't wear that at work, but that's your religious thing.
Okay, right.
I think that's the correlation that you're trying to make here. But at the same time, if other people are doing it in the NFL and they're not getting banned for it, and they're not going to let you even try out because you started that, that's fucked up.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
I'll give you.
That's the fucked up part.
Okay, because other athletes are still doing it.
I think we've all have short-term memory loss or something. I don't know what you want to call it, because but I remember when Kaepernick was still playing and he wasn't winning, and everybody said he was trash. Everybody was he? I mean, he had a run. He had a run, but does that make him better? Yeah, we remember the run he had. But a lot of quarterbacks come in and start and have a run, and then they never repeat that. They never go back to that. We're living off that run he had. We're not living off what he actually did. He had a run for one season.
Geno Smith still has a job.
Everybody had a run.
But he's still better than the backup.
Here's the deal.
It's getting away from the topic though. Like him, fighting for his rights and doing a peaceful type of protest shouldn't be a factor for or a prerequisite to getting a job. Just like if you go into your employer and you wear like a whatever they call it,
hijab.
Like a certain type
Hijab,
of
right?
Yeah, that shouldn't be a a prerequisite to getting a job. And nowadays there's laws against that, and employers they'll make reasonable accommodations if you have a certain religious practice or you have this. That's why there's so many lawsuits, because people are being, unjust because they're not basing it on your skill. They're basing it on their own preference of who they want to work. So, the NFL isn't consistent, and it definitely shouldn't be a prerequisite to anybody getting a job just because you kneel.
It's not in the agreement. Like, they arbitrated, they have an agreement. It's not in the rules, so you can't enforce a rule that's not there.
Right.
To your point, Mike.
No, I mean that makes sense.
And,
can you though? I mean, if it's your team, can't you do whatever?
That's why they have a CBA.
But it's come out that they blackballed him.
Oh yeah, I mean it was
because of pressure from Trump. So, I mean, regardless of if we think that he could play or not, they weren't giving him the opportunity to play because of this pressure from Trump.
So what kind of pressure can Trump put on owners of teams? What kind of pressure can he put on the NFL? What can he do to the NFL?
He can do whatever he wants.
You think first of all,
there's a lot of
ways. Okay, he can go in and say, okay, yeah, we're going to raise the taxes or whatever, but does that necessarily mean that everybody's going to vote for that? Trump can say shit all damn day. But it still has to be voted on by the House and the Senate.
But
I mean, y'all
say Trump had information that could harm these people. That say if it were to get out. I mean, he has a lot of assets that he can dip into to affect anybody. So it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Nobody's beyond the reach.
Nope.
So,
right. Look at Amazon.
I think.
Right, exactly.
I think
Amazon. Exactly.
I think y'all giving Trump way too much power.
Go ahead, Mike.
I think we're talking a lot about hypotheticals right now.
Exactly.
A lot of hypotheticals of like what he can and what he can't.
Right.
The main factor here is the mob is fickle, and social media is what caused all of this bullshit. Like, I think that so many people voting right and so many people voting left and getting superseded is really what pushed the hand. So when you have all these people complaining the right way, not just making a video about it, but actually writing in, and it goes to corporate, it's a completely different aspect. A lot of people just complain on the internet and go, oh, I'm going to get my point across, and people watch it like TMZ or World Star Hip Hop, and it's a different culture that's promoting it, as opposed to the right side that's going behind the back door and telling you guys, listen, this is what we can do, this is what we can't do, and this is what our crew wants. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck Trump out of here.
So if Kaepernick's previous year was comparable to what's your boy name in New England, Bledsoe? Do you think he was?
We're talking about
Brady?
Yeah, Brady. I'm sorry.
I'm
talking old school. If he was playing comparable to Brady the previous season, do you think he would still be without a job? Shut up.
I mean,
that would definitely play a bigger part. Absolutely, 1,000%.
Yeah,
1,000%.
Because he had the Super Bowl run. He dipped off a little bit, then he got injured, and he was just having that bad third season. I mean, he opted out of that last year. His contract.
The last year he threw more interceptions than touchdowns.
RG3 keeps getting signed. Ryan Mallett keeps getting signed. These guys are trash.
Geno Smith, hello.
RG3 is definitely trash.
But have you seen RG3 come off the bench?
He's on the Ravens right now. He's in the Ravens.
Getting a check, dude.
Yeah, he started for the Browns, got injured, and
Kaepernick probably making more money by not playing than he was sitting on the bench.
Selling shit on eBay, nigga.
But Kaepernick got money because when he signed that contract, I forgot how much he got guaranteed.
Nah, that was he had a minimal guaranteed. He had an incentive-based contract.
So how much do you think out of that he got?
A fraction, the signing bonus.
Maybe like so. What was the bonus? Wasn't it like 20 mil? Back then it was what 3-4 years ago.
Bro, you were grossly off.
No way.
Really? Hold up.
Yeah,
I'm about to look this shit up.
The football. There's
Google.
a lot more players.
So keep going. I'm sorry.
So
I'm not talking about this topic.
What the fuck y'all keep talking about Jay Cutler? Shit. Don't type Jay Cutler no goddamn more in this chat.
But all right, so like just get back to the
Kanye.
Let's get back to the topic.
Kanye.
You know,
Molly, 30. He got 39 million of it.
No, in total of the contract, the signing bonus was 12 mil. and the deal was 126.
Do y'all?
I got a good article. 31%.
Do y'all see a correlation there? Like of just people, not NFL heads or anything like that. Just people just kind of picking and choosing what they choose to
100%, because they don't. With the whole kneeling thing, they made about the military. It didn't have shit to do with the military.
Right. Oh yeah, I can tell you that
they changed the narrative so that it fit. The argument that they wanted.
Exactly.
I can talk about something. I can talk about the military aspect. Like the rest of this shit, I just gotta keep my mouth shut and be educated. I need to know my place to talk. And I think there's some other white people that can probably learn from that.
That doesn't have anything to do with it.
Yeah,
there's a lot of things that are because anyway, but the military shit I can talk about. Like people want to flaunt the military out, and I hate it. Like when they're disrespecting the military. No, they are doing exactly what the fuck we bleed for. Like that's the whole point. Like that man taking a knee and executing his First Amendment right to peacefully protest regardless of what it is, right? For him to stand, for him to take a stand and be a leader, right? That's what we bleed and die for. For him to do that in the face of adversity, knowing his job is on the line, like millions of dollars, like that's amazing. And that's like true leadership in my mind. So that's the shit that we do this for. We don't do this, the whole point of the military is not to fight for what's popular. It's to fight for what's not popular, because that's how it gets shut down. Right? That's how they become oppressed. And the military fights for those who are oppressed, whether it's here at home or far away. Like, that's the point. Soapbox shit. I'm sorry.
All right.
Shut that shit down.
That was my oop to you, Dan.
Call you the closer.
Well, let's get into let's go into the next one. We're done.
Talk about the Satins?
Yeah,
I would love to talk about that.
Hell,
he was waiting on that.
Yeah.
That's why he shut that last conversation.
Yeah, let's go.
I know why I'm here.
We going overtime.
Yeah, this is going to be one of those. All right, so this is my topic. Now, on Instagram, I got to see a whole bunch of females salty. Right? Salty. And they're like, I see, like, what was that one model sent me? Like, if I see a man wearing these shoes, I'm going to call him a pussy because he a bitch and blah, blah, blah.
I'm asking what color his lace panties are.
Right. Wow. Yeah, like they really went in. Now,
come on.
This is a normal release for us, for guys. The way this went for y'all, the way this went for the ladies, this is a normal release for us. Now, I know that the women do not experience this on a daily basis, or not daily, but on a normal basis, right? Like, I think women's releases, like actual women's releases, don't really burn the way that men's releases do, right? And so, and I mean no disrespect, but come on.
Okay, but here's okay. Go ahead.
No, that was it. Like, come on, like, let's go. I'm ready.
No, I think, and I'm not gonna speak for every female, because this is just coming from my perspective, and maybe they may agree or they may not. But my thing is, if you're having like a bomb ass quality drop, right? Finally, something like you said, hey, the women their drops don't really pop like ours or whatever. But that is to me, that's irrelevant. Like, if you have a quality drop, like, it shouldn't be super limited where stores are getting single digit pairs. Like, let us have a chance to get it. And like, if you, like, even the girls, the athletes, the girls that have big feet, like they have to go on StockX, and it's like $800 for them to get an 11 or whatever. But when I see people, and it's not so much like I want to like hate all the men like that. It's more so like, hey, resellers are going to grab them up. Stores are only getting limited pairs. But I saw like certain, I forgot which one it was, but there was a raffle or something like that, and women had to shoot a free throw to enter, like, to try to, like, y'all don't have to do that.
Y'all better be shattering backboards.
Like, I thought, to me, shut up.
That's trash.
Stores make dudes walk out with them.
Stuff like that to me is trash. Like,
well, Sneaker Room did it only for the ladies. Like only the ladies could enter the raffle.
But he also only went up to a size 10.
Cool. Like, I thought that was cool. Like, kudos to them. Like, that's kind of done right in my mind. Like, we want a chance. We've been trying to have this chance for a really long time. I don't think y'all really would understand because you're not coming from a woman's perspective. Like, a grade school shoe is not fit. We can fit in it, but it's not made for a woman. It's a kid's shoe. So we're getting this woman's, release, and that's great. Jordan is catching on. It's not so much, oh, bash the men, blah, blah, blah. It's really, hey, Jordan, can you listen to us just for a moment? Like, y'all are bringing out some dope shit for females. That's great. But when I see stupid shit like, oh, y'all have to shoot a free throw to even be in a raffle, like,
yeah, that's whack.
That's the type of shit that's like super whack.
Right. I think that's on a local level, though.
Right. Everything that you said.
But that's how people are thinking, though.
But everything that you said, we experienced that every release.
Right. You gotta walk out with them. You gotta do this. You gotta do that. You gotta be able to do a backflip. Like
we're doing that with y'all because we're trying to get the grade school sizing. So I get that point.
Right. Which sits.
I see that.
Yes, which is restocks like crazy.
Right. And it is.
Everybody should have been out there buying them GRs, and them niggas shouldn't be doing
to touch on Dan's point. Like, we do it every weekend, and I last time I checked, like, women buy men's shoes too.
Right. Yes, indeed.
Right.
Yeah.
So I mean, in theory, like, you're getting everything, and then you're getting another release as well. Like, I don't think that should play like a part in it. I definitely believe that women should definitely get the shoe because it's a woman's shoe. But I can grab a pair of shoes that are here, like Vapor Max, that say men's and women's size. So like, I don't think the cut of the shoe really makes a difference either, just because it says women's. Like, I would have bought a 12 in men's because I fit at 10.5. Like, I don't know. Nike also held an event here, and only women were allowed to buy the shoe at the event. They didn't make them do backflips or anything, but like, only the women were allowed to buy the shoe.
Right. I can see that.
And I mean, like, if you got a size 12 men's feet, you can't rock nothing.
But people weren't complaining about those Valentine's 8s.
I was
angry.
Well, I'm sorry, women weren't just like you said, women weren't complaining about the Eris 11s. They weren't complaining about the Eris 1s. They weren't complaining about the Valentine's 8s. It's this shoe in particular.
It's a one.
It was, but that's the thing. But at least be consistent, right? If you're going to sit here and bash the men who were buying the women's shoes, then bash them for buying women's shoes, not this particular woman.
And this is why they stopped. Hold on, Cass. Hold on, Cass. Calm down.
Cooks in the kitchen.
Calm down. Get your nerves together. This is the reason why y'all don't get these releases, because when they when they was dropping exclusive shit for y'all wasn't buying it. Y'all didn't want it. Back in the day, in 2006, 2007, y'all was getting lifestyle kicks. Maul just posted a pair on Instagram the other day. Yeah, that shit was sitting. With nobody saying nothing about dudes buying these female shoes back then. Nobody was saying nothing. This stuff was sitting. Most of y'all stuff right now today, it sits. But you put that limited tag on there, y'all get just like the dudes. Yep. Oh, I gotta have it. I gotta stunt on this one and that one. Y'all do the same stuff. But then y'all get mad when people buying the shoes up the same way. I got pissed off Monday when I couldn't get the high five ones or whatever. I got pissed off a week ago when I couldn't get the CR7s, the Air Maxes.
Oh yeah.
I go through the same pain. So when y'all come on IG and y'all just hella mad, realize we go through that shit every week. Every week. So now y'all want exclusivity. Now y'all want some sympathy for something that when we get mad about the same thing, it's nothing. But y'all, everybody get that big limited shoe, then it's a problem.
I just didn't like the backlash.
Yeah,
it was y'all was ruthless.
A part of me feels like, and Miss Chantel made a good point on in the chat. Like, a lot of it is like, are they really marketing for us? And like those events that Mike was talking about, those are dope. Like, where it's like Forces Female campaign and this and that and the other. Like, that's great because it is, it is geared towards women, and there's a lot more awareness now. Like, brands are starting to bring creative directors that are women and blah, 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 blah. That's great. But, like, we want the same things that you all have, but in a women's platform. Like, a grade school is great. We can fit it, but, we want a women's shoe, and if it's exclusive, that's great. Like,
if I could wear,
of course, more hype. You know, of course, people are gonna want to buy it.
If I could wear a GS shoe and pay that GS price, I wouldn't be saying shit. You paying $200 for a shoe.
You wouldn't want to fuck with some of them GSs.
Okay, but a GS1, come on, man. It ain't that much different from ours. They don't get no extra laces. That's it.
Well, the material also sucks.
Yeah, I'm about to say they don't get the tumble leather.
They've had some kicks. They've had some kicks who they tumble leather was better than ours.
Well, I mean,
I've seen it.
The problem is not with guys buying the shoe. It's resellers. That's what it always
exactly
is. It doesn't have anything to do with anybody wanting to go out there and just buy them to wear them, because I don't wear a 10.5. I couldn't put my feet in them, but I sure as hell would buy them and sell them and get that money to get what I want. I mean, and that's just the nature of the beast. Like, you're not absolved from it.
Real quick.
You're not absolved from it, but
listen, that satin ain't all that anyway. I mean,
so I'm gonna put it to you like this. So I do releases, right? When there's a women's shoe that comes out and I go out to do a lineup, at 10 o'clock when the store opens up, whoever's in line goes in. If a girl pulls up to get a woman's shoe, I let her skip the line and go inside and get the shoe. You know how often that happens?
Hardly ever.
Hardly ever. Because
they go in there and they come out with a size 12 nigga size.
They dropped the M2K. The M2K dropped on this past weekend, Saturday, I think it was.
Yep.
The women's techno drop. Yeah, and you know who's in line? A whole bunch of dudes. No girls.
But that's not giving. I mean, to me, I feel like it's not always giving us the chance, though. Like, people are, like you said, people are buying them to resell. Like, and that's the nature of the beast. That is the upside and the downside, the gift and the curse. You know, to what we're, because if there wasn't a StockX, like, I couldn't go and get some of the shoes that I wanted to get. Yes, I get that. I just want a women's shoe in my size for my foot that comes out, and it doesn't have to be hot pink, or it doesn't have to be baby pink, or like, and I feel like with the shattered backboard, that's what we were getting.
When they was giving y'all that, y'all wasn't buying the shoes, Cass. That's what I'm telling you. Maul, you have some women's shoes over there. When those shoes was dropping as dope as women colorways, were they buying them?
No, they weren't buying them.
No, those Sunset 5s,
I got them for the
buying that. Those white Aqua 8s, nobody was buying them. They was giving y'all this stuff. They was giving it to y'all. Nobody was buying it. So now, I'm sorry, Chantel, I'm going to do it because it's facts. You don't want me to. I'm giving you facts. I was there in 2006, 2007, 2008 when these lifestyle kicks was dropping and they was sitting on the shelf. I'm giving you facts. I'm not making up bullshit. Right. So don't get mad because I'm telling you.
No, things definitely change. There's a much, bigger recognition in that space. There's more people who collect in that space. So I think it's a good opportunity to bring that back. I think you could do it to larger scale. You can flesh out some of the resale, but realistically, like 10 through 12 was the big resale sizes. Like, I saw a lot of women hit, a lot of females hit on their size. I saw a lot of pics on the gram. Got them. It was 10 through 12, which was desirable for the men because that's what they could for the highest price. So I'm the one who had the biggest problem.
Cass, you got 2 pair.
Right. Why are you even talking?
No.
Why are you even talking? Can we get a woman on the show that didn't
get got 2? I got none.
What you fighting for?
First of all,
she clapping. That's it.
Ain't no first of all.
Anybody. No. First of all, I take L's more than anybody when it comes to shoes. I'm like, y'all don't know how many I buy resale because I can't get it retail. For some reason, Nike decided to bless your girl in the app. And I got it. And Foot Locker decided to bless your girl in the app.
Damn. Nobody takes more L's than Daniel. Nobody takes more L's.
But what I did.
Listen, I know I haven't been on in a while, but y'all must have forgot.
Like,
Daniel come on Saturdays, not Saturdays, Saturdays, and post on Instagram his retirement speech every fucking Saturday because he caught an L. So don't come at me with that. You caught more L's. Daniel ass cry every damn Saturday and quit the game every Saturday. Man, I really want that shoe. You wanted the last week and the week before and the week before and the week before. But, and I'm not saying this is shit on you, Daniel. I'm just simply saying you catch more L's than any motherfucker
in a while.
Have you won anything, Daniel? Because up until this week, I've never won anything.
You got those SBs that he wanted.
Okay.
Right, no, I didn't get them from the Nike app.
Right,
I got them from Premier.
Right.
I got a no-go on the Nike app.
If you win in regulation or you win in overtime, you still got a dub.
Yeah,
right.
You do win though.
Well, is it winning if you pay,
bro?
Is it retail?
That's why we have the term Dan Price. Like, don't sit here and play your violins for.
I didn't even bring myself into this.
No.
I'm just spitting facts. Daniel catch more L's because he complained the loudest. So, and you know, Mark, every damn time.
Mike complains the loudest. Mike complains the loudest.
I have on shoes that he don't even want.
Mike, no, he don't. Yes. No. Because Mike pay resale.
Him ready to quit.
That's pay resale.
Mike pay resale for everything, so he don't even complain about it. He just fuck it. I get no stock.
Talk him off the ledge on the Kyrie 3 mama mentality.
He's right.
He never bought a Kyrie a day in his life. Didn't get those, and all of a sudden he want to jump off the damn bridge.
He's right. He likes yellow.
Okay.
Right. It's the yellow.
I like yellow.
So one thing before we go into everybody's L's. Okay, so me as a female, I just want more women's shoes that are like, and I'm not talking about no whack. I'm not talking about no. Well, I have heels, but I don't like them. But I'm not talking about no whack ass shoe, but a good shoe. This was a really good shoe. Okay, so we just want more of that and more of a chance to get it. Whether that be different marketing, cool raffles, shit where we don't have to fucking get on a basketball court and throw a free throw.
Niggas get on their knees and get cheeseburgers away.
this weekend was the beginning of y'all's future. This weekend was the beginning.
Hey, it's a microcosm of what it is to be a dude in this game.
Yeah. Okay, so also.
So you want to exclude guys from getting women's shoes? Is that what you're saying?
Right.
No, I didn't say that. I just said I want women's shoes that we want, that we're able to have a chance to get. Yes, I know we're gonna fight resellers and bots and blah 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 blah. Yes, I know that, but I want more of this type of shoe, not a fucking pink, lifestyle shoe. That's great. But I want more of this, a women's shoe.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Right now. Not grade school. That's what I'm talking about.
You want your cake.
I think I know what she's talking about. All right, so the LeBrons, the LeBron watch, they stopped at 8, right? So Cass, who wears 8.5 in women's, or what do you wear, Cass?
I wear 7.5 in women's.
7.5 in women's. All right. She wears a 6 in men's. The LeBron watch shoes didn't even come in that size, right? They didn't even have the option. So what she's saying is they want the opportunity to buy shoes like that. If they want the, orange box LeBron 15, they want to be able to buy those shoes that looks like it has the same technology and the same quality and the same thing as the men's shoes.
And we have to buy them though. And we a lot of the really small feet tribe don't get that opportunity to go that low. And some of the releases, I'm always oh damn, they started at 7. I don't even have a chance.
Here's the thing.
That's kind of a reality for a lot of small feet.
Here's the thing. Okay, last year Nike came out and said they're going to make less shoes because why? Because we weren't buying them. It's the same. It works both ways. You women aren't buying the shoes, they're not going to give you all these shoes. The men weren't buying the shoes, they're limiting the shoes. I mean, it works on both ends. It works on both ends. Y'all have to start buying these shoes. Women, and I mean, y'all know I love the women. I'm the biggest champion for women. But you motherfuckers is so goddamn picky when it comes to these goddamn shoes. And I'm going to tell you like this. Y'all quick to say, quit putting pink on shoes. But when the goddamn pink 12s came out, all y'all asses running out there buying them. And then y'all was busting and bitching because men was buying them. All the men, hold on. All the men was buying the pink 12s and everybody had a problem. Why the men buying the 12s? But y'all too goddamn picky. Y'all don't want no pink, but then when they come out with it on whatever silhouette you want, all of a sudden, oh, we want that shoe. Come on, man. Come on. Buy the damn shoes. Just like they want us to do. We got to start buying shoes. It works both ways. The men need to start buying the shoes. The women need to start buying shoes, period. And then they'll say, okay, well, we're going to put more colorways out.
I think we're all buying shoes.
No, you're not, because they sitting. I was in the mall today, and they sitting. Shit sitting.
You in Dallas, though, so you don't count.
I mean, shit sits.
But a lot of shit sits in Dallas. You showed us pictures.
I mean, I went to the women's wall and y'all had fucking the shadows and all kind of shit sitting over there. So I mean,
but
shit
the shadows aren't
Marcus sits when he mops the floor.
Okay. So for the women that have like a lot to say, I just want to tell y'all that like on CNK Daily on our Instagram, where I think it was one of the last posts, we asked, like, we had a call to action to plug. So we had a call to action. So if all y'all can email, because we're actually talking to our friends at the brand and we're passing along, you know, like how women are feeling, because they're trying to build up the Sneak Her side of their brand. So we're passing that information along. So if you have something to say about it, please email us. You know, our email button is on CNK Daily Instagram. So,
but isn't there always still going to be that problem with the resellers? It's always going to be the resellers. Like, it's the problem.
There's money to be made.
It doesn't matter. It's the resellers. They kill us. They're going to kill the
brands. Gave a shit about who got the shoe, then they would do more about all of the releases.
Right, exactly. And not for nothing, this women's shattered backboard satin is far cheaper than the bread and the royal that came out for the men's. And a half is going to run me about what, 12 to 15.
Shit, and then y'all have more pairs to get.
It's gonna be about 7.
Y'all have more pairs to get.
You got to think of it in aspect to like what Nike's making or what the brand is actually making that smaller size run, especially when it doesn't get bought, is what circles back to this. It's the more that they make of smaller sizes that people aren't buying, they're gonna cut it off, just like he said. Like, so for them to know what's gonna be hot, they won't know until they've actually put it out. Exactly. So there's no give or take on that. The best thing they could do is make sure pick only women's names off the raffles if they're gonna raffle them. Like, that's the only way that they're gonna give you a heads up. But then that's fucked up to us because I can fit a size 12. So like, and then that's saying, you know what, you're a woman, you can't win this men's shoe. That's like crazy in my eyes. I feel like you're just circling back to being like, nah, I'm not gonna end that conversation. I'm not gonna put my mouth here.
Gotta watch out.
Yeah, I see him in the comment section before I get smashed.
He's like, let me stop.
And like you were saying about the 12, real quick, like the women's 12, they didn't even make as many. All the stores that I checked, they may have got one pair of 12s, and like the smaller sizes, 3 and 4 pairs. You know what I'm saying? So they didn't have as many as
one pair of 12s on my raffle. There was like 19, I think 8s. They went for the smaller stuff. Like, I mean, whatever.
And they fussing us about buying their shoes.
For my size, I didn't go after a lady size. I didn't try to be like, oh, let me get some. I didn't take it, you know, from a average female size. I went from my size to rock.
Exactly.
So if you're like 6 foot,
I could have went for a 9.
If you're 6'1", if you're a 6'1" woman, then maybe you'd have a gripe. But the bigger sizes is what
most women who wear size 12 is not going to go out and buy a pair of Jordans. It's just not going to happen. It's not. That's just like most dudes that play basketball and wear size 15 and 16. They don't buy fucking Jordans.
Well, they can't.
They buy shuttles.
Caesar gotta hope there's something there on the clearance wall. Like, hey, you guys check in the back. You get a 15 back there. Hey.
That's actually what he had to do in Cleveland. Like, first thing he said, "What you got in the 15?" Before I even look. Let me go check in the back.
I gotta go in the back.
He came out with a U-Haul.
Dust the joint off. I'm like, oh, we got these.
He came out with an oven mitt. Y'all want to get
and cute women. I know plenty of women that buy shoes that's not their size as well. So that works both ways too. I know and probably pretty much every woman in this chat has bought a shoe that wasn't their size.
You know,
Word says you buy an 11 in women's, but you buy men's shoes all day long, and nobody yelling at you, "Stop buying our shoes!" Like, you buy a size 10 all day long,
all day.
And then you be doubling up too and be selling
on that resale. Let me resell it.
Y'all want to get into the hashtag? I don't even remember.
Hey, actually, before y'all get into the hashtag, I gotta dip off. I can't do OT. the kids are still up. They should have been asleep. So I got
punk ass bitch. You always got it.
Listen,
Mike, I catch you. I'll catch you in the DI. We'll talk later.
Yeah, we'll talk offline. So thanks for joining us, man. Cass, thanks for coming on. Maul, thanks for showing up, and thanks to all you guys for the usual shit. So I'll hit y'all in the chat later on, but I gotta take care of these nigglets. I'll talk to y'all later
for the podcast.
We're gonna go ahead and head to the hashtag hero. I don't even remember which is what, so it's gonna be interesting. All right. I know the first one is mine. Is that Swinger or is that? That's not Swinger, is it?
I haven't seen the picture not up yet. No, I don't think. Damn it, who is that? That's not Swinger. Maybe it might be Swinger because he rocked some Jordans for a week. I think he did his top 5. Yeah, it is. Yeah, he did his top 5 Jordans.
Yeah, this is mine. It was last week. We're gonna have to do something special for the Kev Killed It on our Instagram page or something. Unless we want to extend it to this next week. But my hashtag hero, swang. I thought this was I love ones, man. And this color, I mean, the shoe just pops, and the background is super dope. So this is my hashtag hero.
Yeah, that's dope. I love Swang with his Fonzie cuffs in his pants. Nobody does the cuffs like the man Swang.
And the next one is Marcus's. This is half cast.
I don't even see the pick.
There you go.
Oh, I picked one.
I ain't picked that. What are you talking about?
It's a good pick.
Wait. Yeah, you did.
When? What was the hashtag?
That was last week. That was Public Hairs.
No, Public Hairs. I picked Poindexter. Man. I think this was Mike.
Maybe
I think this Mike.
No, it wasn't Cass.
Huh?
I think this was Mike.
All right. Well,
I picked Poindexter.
Half cast. Shout out to you. You are in the hashtag hero running. This is gonna be quick. Yeah. Okay. Here you go.
We got Poindexter on the violin.
On the microphone.
Oh, is the microphone? Is that what it is? Yeah. Okay, my bad. I mean, I know you know that movie because
Yeah, man, because you was.
Because you like Lamar.
No, you was on.
You like Lamar.
You was on the police academy. You was in the Blue Oyster, just kicking it with your homies.
Okay, Lamar. Yeah, I went with my boy Poindexter because he took it to another level with the Public Hairs. He showed a few Public Hairs he still got left. That little circular action. I had that at one point in time, 2 Poindexter, but I got these things called some clippers, and I got rid of that shit because it's not a good look. But yeah.
Yeah, then you got that just for men. You dyed that beard up that one week.
Don't worry about it. I'm gonna dye it up again before I go out of town this weekend. Before I hit Vegas, I got to go from 45 to 35, boy.
45 minutes.
I think I think there was only 3 of us that did it last week, and then this week, it was a little tight. So
that's what she said.
Whoa. So let's go ahead and wind her down.
Get her done.
Go ahead, Dan. You want to say your?
Yeah, I love y'all.
That's it.
Yeah, that's all I got, man.
Cass, you got any closing words?
Oh, thanks for having me. And yeah. That's all.
Sorry. It's always
what the hell is wrong with y'all?
Last minute.
Everybody angry and shit.
Mike, man, you.
Anytime.
Appreciate you coming on, man.
They ain't loving the kids.
Had a good time on here. It was a good talk, as always.
Sorry, I had to.
Thanks for having me.
I had some real shit. I know everybody heard, but it's some things going on in the extended family that got to deal with when I get off of here. So, but it's gonna be all right. But Molly, man, you got anything?
Well, first and foremost, just want to thank everybody for being so kind, reaching out, all the kind words of support. Means a lot. Obviously, it's a difficult time, but all the love, it's definitely appreciated. I try to get back to everybody. If I haven't, I certainly will. And it was good to come on and chop it up with you guys. I missed you.
Miss you too, bro.
Yeah, man, definitely. I'm gonna go ahead and shout out the shouts from last week, and then I think it's pretty much the same people. Shout out to Witness the King, Jody Rockstar, KB Fresh Kicks John, Mr. Holy Grails Jenkins, 9 out of 10 Condition, Sneaker Boutique. Make sure y'all fucking with them. Dominican Koki, Matza, Mike is awesome. Arios Ben, and if I forgot about you, I'll get you next week. Shout out to y'all. Appreciate y'all checking in with us every Monday. Definitely appreciate that. And So, I'll go ahead and pass it on over to Old Man River.
First off, y'all gotta tell me what the hell a coquille is, but we'll get to that later.
It's a frog.
A little frog in Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico, yeah.
Why does motherfucker want to be a frog? Anyway.
He's Dominican and Puerto Rican. You get it? Dominican cookie?
No, I don't get it, but okay. Well, first off, Maul, it's good to see you back, man. You know, I'm glad to see you around and see your face and see you smile. I know what you're going through, so, you know, but it's good to have you on, man. And the rest of my brothers dancing over there looking hot right now, but I got nothing but love for you, brother. No, fuck you too, nigga. And
I said like this.
No, I saw one finger, motherfucker. But anyway.
Some cataracts.
But yeah, appreciate y'all for joining us this week. Sorry I was late. Had to go handle mom, take care of mom. You know, she's lonely and Mother's Day coming up, and I ain't gonna be able to kick it with her this weekend because I'll be out of town, so I have to go handle up with her for a little bit. But fuck you. But I won't be back next week. Somebody else will be here in my spot because I'll be in Vegas. But I got love for y'all. And with that, we'll see y'all next week. Peace.
Peace, yo.
Yeah, just have my picture taken.
I'm sweating like a slave over here, boy.
It was hot as fucking.
Oh, my man.
I will cherish this experience for the best.
That's a good way to drop out the show.
Kanye.
Right.
Yeah,